right, so we are here with my buddy Dan, and we are going to be playing this.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're going to be playing this list called Most. Yeah, tell me about the list and tell me who you are.
Yeah, my name is Dan. I'm 40. Let's see, I barely remember. I'm 43 years old, and I live in Stockholm in Sweden. And I grew up in southern Sweden, which is by Swedish people is considered to be half Danish or even more than half Danish. And I think it was Danish until 1658 or something. So we have some mixed culture here. And I'm an engineer. I'm working on a PhD in digital strategy. But I'm not going to finish it, it seems. And I started working as a data scientist 6 months ago, but I had my last day at work yesterday because the company is having a savings program. So now I'm looking forward to relaxing for a bit. And I was working as an IT consultant with ERP systems for 8 years before I started my PhD. And I guess I should also mention that I got COVID. I got long COVID in 2020, so I had a lot of health issues. But I'm functioning well on a day-to-day basis, so to speak. So I'm much better today than I was 4 years ago.
I'm glad to hear
So I guess
that.
that's a short introduction.
Yeah, glad to hear that. And also, as a kind of dumb American here, it's like interesting to hear the way that some of those like boundaries have overlapped throughout like history. Like I couldn't have told you that Danish people ruled that area at one point, and then those borders at some other point were changed, and that's interesting for me to hear. I'm kind of in the U.S. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, people are still angry at each other over the borders, but it's like, half fun, half serious. And well, I experienced something I imagine is quite similar when I was in the US. I've been visiting a couple of times. I was visiting in California, and I met some people from. No, we were actually traveling in Arizona and Utah, and we met some people from Texas. And when we said we were visiting California, they were like really unhappy with us. So I think maybe you have some similar feelings between the states as well.
Yeah, I think it's about 200 or so years to coming up on 250 or something since independence here, but you said 1600s there was a border change and the people are still talking about it, so yeah.
Yeah.
That's fascinating. So we're looking at this deck here, and I can tell you it feels like the possibilities of how the gameplay may go are so wide. I'm excited. So what got you into this list? What do you like about it, and how does it play?
Yeah, so I guess there are a couple of main things to consider here. And for all of these lists I'm playing, right, they are 4-color lists usually. So I have to pay a lot of attention to how we can establish a mana base that works. And I reflected on that the other day, that actually abundant growth is there, which is actually a functional, not a reprint, but maybe we should call it a functional preprint of Astrolabe, Arkham's Astrolabe, which was banned. And then there's Once Upon a Time, which is banned in Modern. And wasn't there one more mana fixing card? Yeah, Green Sun Zenith as well, right? Green Sun Zenith can get Birds of Paradise. So there are like 3 mana fixers in the deck that are banned in Legacy or Modern. And it's not so relevant to compare with Modern bans, perhaps, but I mean, it does seem to work out pretty well for me. And there are 6 basics and 4 Prismatic Vista. So basically, turn 1, you want to go fetch Forest, play Abundant Growth. That's like a really good turn 1, or a Vial. And of course, the Vial also lets you cheat on the mana bit, And then, if we jump from mana base to like what strategy this deck has, what I wanted to play here was like, there's a lot of interaction. You need a lot of interaction, especially both with combo decks and also with all the fair aggressive decks that are played in the format. So there's a lot of interaction here. I don't usually play Daze in this deck, but now I feel like you need Daze to stop whatever you can in the early turns. And there's also Wasteland, 3 or 4 Wastelands in the deck to help keep Daze live later in the game. And then what it's trying to do offensively is there's the Nadu there, and there's Mother of Runes and Sylvan Safekeeper to protect the Nadu, and Scrib Ranger to work with Mother of Runes, as you know. So I feel like, actually, when I made a search of Nadu and Wasteland decks, I only found Maverick decks. and I think, or Maverick decks, and I think that's really it seems to me to be an underexplored path for Maverick. So this is kind of like my 4-color Vial Maverick mix. One Mother of Runes is not so impressive, but you know, so the nice thing here is like if you have Scrib Ranger and Nadu from my perspective, it's similar to a Leovold. You know, Leovold triggers if the opponent tries to interact with you. Well, Nadu triggers if the opponent tries to interact with you, but it also triggers if you yourself try to interact with you. So if you have Scrib Ranger or Mother of Runes or Safekeeper in play, you can just, every time you tap Mother of Runes, you get to draw a card with Nadu. So it really adds a card advantage element to what Maverick is usually trying to do. I find that pretty interesting. Also, Nadu is like a flying 3/4, so I feel like that's a pretty good baseline for a creature against Eldrazi and Delver deck. So I felt like that's a pretty good threat and value engine to have in the deck. And it also pitches to both Endurance and Force of Will. So yeah. And then I guess I'll mention one more thing here before I stop. And that's, since I'm playing Scrib Ranger, I can also play Marieke Reberit, who is like a really old classic. Marieke.
Yeah, I need to I've read this 3 times and I still don't think I get it.
Yeah, so I can explain to you what she does. Basically, you tap her to take control of one of your opponent's creatures. And if she untaps or dies or leaves the battlefield, then that creature dies. So basically, you tap her to take a creature, and then it's gone. Like your opponent isn't getting it back. But if you get to untap her, then that creature dies as well, right? And you get to tap her to take another creature. So the idea here is, if you have Scrib Ranger and Marieke Reberit, you can just, every turn you'll take a new creature from your opponent, and then it dies when you untap it.
That's so
yeah. In many games, and that's so much fun. And the thing is, I haven't played her for like 4 or 5 years because there's been too much removal in the format. But now I feel like, I don't know why, but I felt like there's not that much removal. Like usually how games play out is like you destroy their threats, they destroy your threats, and you keep doing that, and you force and you destroy things. And then you're in a top deck battle. Like both players are trying to find something. And if you find Marieke at that point, then you kind of have a good shot of taking over the game from there.
Yeah, so when you're both depleted of resources, this combo at that point, you think you could leverage to just take the game over because this card was never meant to be untapped. But
exactly. And if you have Karakas, you can also tap her, take something, and then bounce her to destroy it.
Oh wow! Wasn't there a card in Death and Taxes that was kind of similar to this? It starts with like an M, like old Death and Taxes.
I don't remember. Like there was Mangara of Korondor, which exiled.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, one. Mangara of Korondor. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I played her a couple of years ago as well, right? Yeah. That's that's right.
Is this would you say, I mean it's harder to cast, but do you think this is more powerful than that other card? I can't even think of what it does, to be honest. It's been too long.
Yeah, well yeah, so Mangara, it taps to exile itself and one of the opponent's permanents.
Okay. And then you bounce it.
So
and then
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is better without
card,
Karakas.
since you can. Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, that's a good question. Like the thing is, if you take one of the opponent creatures, you can attack them and kill them with it, right? So that's pretty good.
I'm going to jail.
But you know, Marieke is more of a fun card here, I guess. But it's a very powerful card that can win games. So maybe it should be something else. You know, this is one of the cards that add some unneeded variation to the deck, I guess.
Thank you for the follow, and good to see you, Waffle. And Chatter asks Oloro if you play Death and Taxes. Did you get that, Dan?
No, what do you say? If you play Death and Taxes?
Yeah, Chatter asks Oloro asks if you play Death and Taxes at all.
Okay, I see. Yeah, so I haven't played pure Death and Taxes, but there are many similarities between the decks, right? So one of my favorite approaches for this deck is when you play it in Abzan colors with Thalia, Wasteland, Spirit of the Labyrinth. Unfortunately, I think Orcish Bowmasters made that very difficult, but I really enjoyed Wasteland Thalia with Vial. That's really nice. But I always like it with more colors, basically. But now I see many Death and Taxes players are starting to experiment with different color combinations. So Death and Taxes is really creeping very close to what I've been playing for the past 13, 12 years here.
Yeah, the way and I'm with you on, like, I feel like a lot of the Death and Taxes shell is like pretty proven powerful stuff, but there's always that, like, but what if instead of playing, I don't know how many basics that deck plays, you got greedy and played a different color. And I think Rishadan Port isn't getting played anymore. Like, so, you know, it seems kind of free.
Yeah.
Why you booing me? I'm right.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's interesting to see. Like, I must say that it's really fascinating for me to watch all the innovation happening with Death and Taxes. And with your decks as well. Like, you are also exploring that territory.
Yeah, I'm trying. I think one thing I feel about Legacy is, I think what would be like an example? There have been certain decks that I felt like were always kind of there, and certain cards, and then all it took was some creativity and some like good players, like Fiend Artisan as an example. That was out for a while, and that was a card that eventually was just like, how did we miss this? The blue-black Reanimate strategy is one that a lot of those cards were there already, but eventually, I guess that cycle card, maybe that pushed it over the top. But it was always like, man, how come? Because like blue-black Reanimate, I think in that time period that you said that you were playing, I used to face that deck often when I first started in Legacy, and then it was just gone, you know? So
Yeah.
like Deathrite came out, and then people stopped playing it, and then I guess like Faithless Looting came out, and they just said play red instead. But it was, so I do think maybe some of those people are standing on the backs of that most archetype with the mana base, with certain other concepts in deck building. That's cool to see.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think you're saying, and I agree that there's a lot of innovation that didn't happen for the past couple of years. So in Stockholm, where I was playing this in paper for many years, we were five players playing different variations of this archetype with different colors and different strategies. So there was huge experimentation, and I think many of the players in the local format had, like, some have won. One of the players was the MTGO league winner for 1 year, and another guy won one of the largest European events. So we've had pretty good competition. We had even, I think, over 50 weekly players in our league, and these decks were sometimes dominating the meta, right? So I think there was a lot of experimentation that wasn't getting out into a larger population. So I think we always had a lot of room for innovation that kind of was not being tested.
Esper Vial, was that something that was brewing in that area? Because I know there's a really good player who was brewing that for a while.
Yeah, so Esper Vial, it started seeing play in 2019, from what I recall. I think it was after Soul Herder was released. That's the first time I saw it, and it's very similar to the Most archetype. Like, I would even say that Esper Vial is the most typical Most list I've seen in 10 years, because it matches the typical cards of the archetype more than what I usually play. But that's a separate long discussion, I think. But I love talking about it.
No, I appreciate that wisdom. That was one that I kind of forgot about until you mentioned it, and I always wonder, you know, some people will say something like, "Oh, did you hear Goblins won the Legacy Challenge?" And it's like, nah, that was a person. That wasn't a deck. There were minds behind that, you know? And like, I often wonder, you know, like when you hear, especially a cool deck like Esper Vial or what have you, it's like, what was the combination? What was the inspiration? And what was the origin? So,
yeah.
I'm excited.
But
Man.
I think Jeff Lynne, who's playing that deck, I think Jeff Lynne, who's playing the Esper Vial deck, who developed it, I think, from what I recall, he mentioned, I think he was playing it, blue-white tempo strategies of that type for like many years before he had success with the Esper Vial deck. So I think he's been doing that for many years. Like I think it was like 7-8 years or something. I could be wrong.
I'm gonna give you one more question, and then I'm happy to jump in if you're ready. And that is, how you feeling about the dog?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I may be wrong, but I think Philia is the strongest card in the deck and the strongest card in the Esper Vial deck. And I think that depends a lot on the format. So what I mean is, like, if you tap out, the feeling I have is if you tap out on turn 2, then you're exposing yourself to daisies, right? So you tap out on turn 2 to play Baleful Strix or whatever 2-drop you have, then your forces are potentially met by a daze by the opponent, and that's quite punishing. So I really enjoy if I don't have to tap out on turn 2, and especially with daze here, you can play removal, cantrips, whatever you want. You don't have to expose yourself to the opponent's bowmasters. You can play reactive, and Philia allows you to do that, and then untap and start drawing cards and attack with her. Like, there's so much she can do. But I could be wrong about that. But I feel like a 2-mana flash creature that starts drawing cards every turn, which resets counters on Murktide and Frog, which draws cards here with Abundant Growth and Icefang Quetzal, which draws cards with Nadu, which grows every turn, and you can protect it with Crocus. And like, it removes blockers if you need to attack. If there's a Chalice, it sets it to 0 to mess up your opponent's game plan. It kills all tokens from Saga, from Fable. It does so. It gives you extra removal with Night of Autumn. It does so much, So I feel like Philia is a really good card, but maybe I'm exaggerating.
No, I could tell you, and I could. My memory could be wrong, but I think when that card was spoiled, I messaged you. I whispered you in Discord.
Yeah.
And I remember that being one of those, I took a look at it. We'll see, And I think, I'm sure it was on your radar before.
You nailed it better than you nailed it better than me. I think I recall that. I think you saw the potential of the card better than I did there. Like, you were right. You were really right about that.
Yeah, it was one of those, though. It's always like, whenever you have to get the combat, it always feels like, well, who untaps with the creature?
Exactly.
But the fact that it has flash, I think, increases that potential. And
yeah,
I'm excited.
Yeah, so I really love having a lot of flash creatures.
I could tell. I think in chat we talked about Aether Vial and Grist. So I think that I don't know if you've ever done that, but that's like that's super cool to even consider. And I guess, nice. You don't sacrifice target creature, you sacrifice a creature, so that's not going to trigger Nadu, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But still.
No, it's not. It's not.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's always nice when your Green Sun Scene translates to removal.
Yeah, I think so. So game plan here, I'm definitely down to talk. Just to set expectations here. Every month they top my account off with 1,200 points. So winning is meaningless. Let me see if I can show you. Not meaningless, of course I want to do well, but like, you see the way this is 1890?
Yeah.
They replenish it to 1,200 no matter what. So win or lose, do not feel anything. I want to win. I want great content. I want to have fun, but don't feel like, this guy's money is on the line. It is not. This is for the content. Yeah. This is for getting to know each other and playing some great games here.
Yeah, excellent.
You good to go?
Yep.
Let's do it. Right.
So sometimes the deck falls together, but I think it's fairly stable. But we'll see.
Yeah, I imagine you know, that there's going to be an opening hand, and if it functions, I imagine we keep, like, especially on the blind, like,
Yeah.
we could cast our spells,
Yeah.
keep it. You know, I'm thinking it's going to play like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we're not looking for a specific combination of cards here. Just a stable mana base or some quick interaction.
Yeah, I mean, if our hand has
I
3
think
Nadus in it or something, that sucks. But yeah,
Yeah.
that might not even be that bad. Come to think of it, they remove one, they remove the other. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. If there's mana too, this could be okay.
Yeah.
Perhaps. I think the one deck I don't want to meet, kind of, I think is actually Nadu combo.
Oh. Yeah.
But I tried to build a deck to have a chance against it, but I lost. I think I lost 0-2 against it today. It was pretty tough.
I think, as somebody who plays Punishing Fire, I feel okay against it, but there's always that, like, if they have Teferi into it, it's just, you know, what are you gonna do? And
Yeah.
Cavern of Souls, I think, also makes it harder.
Yeah, I feel like actually putting in 3 Pyroblast on the Taiga in the sideboard to have a good answer for, but we'll see.
All right, so it's Magic Dad, typically a Reanimate player.
Okay.
I mean, that looks like
Yeah,
a
so I've
keep
had a
against...
decent. Yeah, you're right.
Good to keep it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's nice, like, if they go for Reanimation, you have the Endurance. If they go for Frog, you have the Decay.
So, I think it's blue, black, Reanimate. Any difference in which fetch you would lead with here?
Yeah, I'd open with Mr. Rainforest so you can brainstorm if you need to see more cards.
Okay. I might need to tuck the Endurance if we see, like, a Thoughtseize or an Unmask or something.
That's a good point. Now, I guess a question here is if we fetch Island with this one and then Teeth for Plains. I'm not sure.
So it's...
Then we don't have any forest. Like, maybe...
It's the Turbo Reanimate deck, the red-black.
Okay.
So I think... I think we tuck. What do you think?
Yeah, so they don't play Wastelands, right?
No.
That's good. So we can fetch duels then.
What is the best duel here, do you think? Is it Underground Sea, or is it Tundra or Trop?
I'm thinking Tropical because you need 2 green for the Endurance if you ever get to hardcast it, and you also have it for Decay turn 2 if you need to decay something.
Okay. And Storm.
Oh, there's a Daze there. I'm not sure if you want to. Probably, yeah. I don't know if we want to cost that. It could be nice to take out their Petal, I guess, to slow them down. Yeah, so hiding Endurance seems good, right?
Yeah, so I think we do want to draw it next turn. So I think, what do you think about Bayou Endurance being the only hides here?
Yeah, seems good to me.
Okay, so Bayou first, Endurance second. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if you want to play Daze or not. I guess you can leave it because you want to. Maybe you want to. Yeah, I don't know. You choose. Sorry, I meant Daze. I'm not sure what I said, but if you want a Daze, that's up to you here.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
This is
I did not
tough.
hit her.
Probably
it's not
not,
true.
right?
It's bullshit. I did not hit her.
I think if you keep it in hand.
Oh, hi, Mark.
If you keep it in hand, I guess they have to play around it, right? So you slow them down by keeping it in hand, and you don't want to return a land.
Oh, hi,
probably.
Mark. Cringe.
Hey, Carador. Yeah, I mean, the advantage is they can't kill us yet, and we draw an Endurance next turn. Unless they Dark Ritual. Okay. I'm gonna trust you. You tell me what to do here. I'm leaning towards.
Yeah, so I think
Oh, go ahead.
I'm leaning towards not dazing because they can take whatever they want and they have to play around the days. So you might as well not hinder your own mana development.
Okay. So I think they're gonna take Daze or Brainstorm here. I don't know which one, but I think the Decay is safe.
Yeah.
And then I think we're probably gonna want to fetch that Bayou away.
Yeah.
But yeah, they'd have to have an amazing hand to punish us for not dazing that.
Yeah. It's nice to have Caracas, of course, too, here. If they try to put in a legend, you can bounce it. But yeah.
What sucks is like their life total's so high that if they put in a Gristlebrand, they probably just win. And if they play a Traxa, it's so hard to come back.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So he's in a tank. I think because it's not snap take days, I think your choice to not daze is gonna pay off.
No.
That's
You
my
can also. Yeah. Good point.
that's just my reading.
I think you can another interesting. Yeah. Oh, they took the Philia. Okay.
Didn't see that coming.
That's nice. They're buying themselves. I guess they're buying themselves some time here. They don't want you to have a threat there.
Yeah. Now, I don't really want to draw that Bayou. I like Windswept Paths. You feel good about that?
Yeah, that's right. Sounds good.
Okay. And
The only option here is you could decay the petal, but I don't think you want to do that.
if I had another green card, I think I'd consider it.
Yeah.
And Hedge Maze is the only Surveil, or is there more than one Surveil?
There's only one.
Okay.
So yeah, this is unfortunately not a good time to get the survey here, I think.
Yeah, it's okay. I think question is, do we want to fetch now or do we want to not worry and just wait? If we have Bayou in hand, what do you think?
I'm not sure. I mean, this is complicated, right? Whatever we pick here, it's going to be wrong from some perspective. So yeah, you do whichever you prefer here.
You're shifting
like do you want to keep the brainstorm in case they maybe you want to keep the brainstorm in case they have another discard? Yeah, this is fine.
I think I'm gonna go Savannah.
Okay.
But not sure. Maybe Tundra was better. I just wanted the second green. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not a bad draw. What are our options? So
I should warn you about one thing. There's no Scrubland in the list right now.
okay. So our options are Bird, Safekeeper, Ice Fang, Scrib.
Yeah.
I think it's worth
I'd
it.
probably close.
What? Do you like it or do you not like it?
I'd probably. I don't know. I'd probably pause here and see what they do. But if you want to go for it, then just go for it and get something like. I mean, holding up endurance isn't bad.
Yeah, it's just I think pitching it is what we're gonna wind up doing anyway. I think I'm gonna get this.
Okay, yeah.
I think I like the because like I doubt they're gonna just play right into it.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good option.
Cool. They know about days. Four mana is a lot.
It is.
My concern there was like if we pass the turn, we don't just endurance to deal damage.
Yeah.
My read is they have something that they're probably a little nervous of. They're probably not excited about the Caracas. I'll put it that way. That's my read.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be.
And I wonder
I
if
don't remember last time I played against the Black Red.
yeah. Hmm. He's in the tank, but he also has some young kids. So yeah, it could be the kids you know, causing issues.
Uh-huh. Oh, you know this person.
Yes. Yeah, we
Oh, then
another streamer, Magic Dads on Twitch.
I see. Okay.
I mean, I think we're in trouble here.
Yeah, there's nothing to do. Yeah, we're in trouble here. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, you can't play around everything.
Hey, Executor. Good to see you. So this is Dan's list with the Ice Fang. I'd say I've watched a lot of his decks in the past, and the number of possibilities of how the gameplay might go out is really what attracted me to a list like this. I'll share that link. I thought I uploaded it, but I may have forgot to. Okay, that's fine. I think endurance is manageable.
Oh, it certainly is. Especially if we find Philia, then we get it back.
Yeah. Spins our stuff. I'm gonna post the deck for you in a moment here. Control copy. Control paste. Okay, that should be it. There you go. Okay, so that's the turn. We have decay, but we don't have black. Oh, now we do. Are we desperate enough for a brainstorm here, do you think?
I mean, so I'm tempted to play Wasteland on one of the lands and maybe even decay. I'm not sure if you want to decay the endurance or the petal. Like if you can keep them on low lands, then the days is live, and we really don't want them to get crazy with some reanimation, right? But they're showing real weakness here. So yeah, maybe brainstorm seems. Do you think they play Orcish Bowmasters, by the way?
No, this is going to be Turbo Reanimate, and my instinct here is we also could put the Spaghetti Monster in hand too. I don't mind that, but I think what we're really worried about is I don't think the Wasteland is going to do too much.
Oh, that's right.
It's tough.
Yeah, brainstorm seems fine.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, I doubt we're going to see Bowmaster.
We could have played the Rainforest first, I guess. Okay.
Let's stick it if we wanted to shuffle it away, but maybe not.
Yeah. Yeah, I think get rid of one Wasteland at least. Maybe Wasteland and Days. I'm not sure. You choose here. I mean, Mother can be pretty good at blocking, right?
Yeah, I think
or you shuffle the Mother away.
I think I'm gonna put the two Wastelands away. It's tempting, but all they need is 2 mana to go off.
I would actually. I think I would actually here get rid of the Mother, and what else? The Mother and one of the Wastelands. No, I want to waste them twice, but you just choose whatever. I'll let you choose here. Of course, I will.
You think we can waste them out of the game?
No, but I mean, if we waste them twice, they will be vulnerable to daze there. So
Okay. Let's
yeah,
do that.
Endurance.
Let's
we can try it.
Let's put the Misty on the bottom and one of the Wastelands, and we're not going to shuffle this turn. We're going to play Waste and play Mom.
I would put away. Okay, fine. Yeah, I think I would have shuffled away the Mom probably, because I think we're not likely to gain much from the Mom. Thinking about, but I don't know.
We are going to take 3 every turn, and eventually that will.
The endurance. Yeah.
But I do see what you mean, and then we draw the Wasteland next turn, and we could waste, and we could Green Sun Zenith, for 3. I also like their life total getting low. Like, I don't think they're likely to attack here.
Oh, that's right.
We could Green Sun for Nadu. Ooh, all right. Do you know what the hell that is? Because I don't.
I think they want to draw their deck with Griselbrand and then kill you by discarding lands, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
But Caracas is pretty good against that one.
Okay. How do you feel about Borborgivos? Yeah, it's wild. I think we waste them off red. What do you think?
I'd get blue there because they have a frog in the graveyard, right? So they're playing frogs, and yeah, I think cutting off frog is, I don't know. Red is for looting, right?
Yeah. Frog or loot?
You choose.
I don't think I'm that worried about frog with decay. So I'll go red.
Okay.
And we are about to draw a Misty.
So you could also return Yorion to hand, or
let's do that.
Green Sun Zenith for, Green Sun Zenith for something.
Scrib Ranger?
Scrib Ranger is pretty good with Mother, by the way. Yeah, it's a favorite card, right?
It is.
It's the best card of Legacy.
I think I'll do that.
Okay.
Oh, I was supposed to attack. Whoops. Okay, too late. Damn. Okay. So I think Underground, C here, Green Sun. What do you think? We could go
if you
Endurance.
If you could, yeah, you could Green Sun Zenith for Endurance and empty the graveyard. That's not bad.
You think I should do that?
Yeah, probably, because at least you don't have to worry about Boborygmos then.
Yeah. Let's get Underground C.
But, yeah.
And then we'll go green, this.
Or you get Yorion. Sorry, I mean Leovold. Or you can get Legrella as well. If you get Legrella here, you can take out Endurance. And then you can bounce Legrella with Caracas and you get Endurance back on your side. Yeah, I think Legrella here could be nice. For funds as well.
Okay, so you think we...
try it and I'll show you.
Okay.
Try it for fun and then you'll see what it does, because it's too much text to read it. So
yeah.
you already know it. So,
I target that.
Ice Fang too.
Okay.
Yeah. And Endurance. Oh, excellent.
Okay. I have no idea
next turn you bounce Legrella with Caracas.
Oh, and I'm gonna get the endurance back. Our shields are down for one
and the ice
turn.
fang.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Oh, that one. That joke. Yeah, I know the one. Okay. Yeah, this is a cool combo, dude. They discard Atraxa and unmask. So if they don't reanimate here, which I sure hope they don't.
They have to. Oh, they don't? Sorry. Sorry, Magic Dads.
Okay, so
So
how does this work?
attack first attack with Lagrella, right?
Okay.
If you want, you can actually keep Caracas and bounce Lagrella if they try to do something. Because now you have instant speed, endurance.
Okay.
Yeah, so you
So just pass?
Yeah, just pass. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Dude, this is so fucking cool, man.
I love Lagrella. It's been my favorite card for like a long time before. Last 2-3 years, 2-3 years, if I remember correctly.
Is it better to just continue to
So
do
in their
nothing?
end step, I would bounce in their end step.
Okay, you want to bounce now?
Because you get a pretty good clock.
Okay.
Yeah. Because they both get +2/+2 counters here.
Dude, this is nuts.
That's oops. So that was like 6. That's 10 damage. Yeah, you have 11 damage on board there. But both endurance and ice fang get +2/+2.
I believe you. I just have no idea how the fuck. That's 11. I trust you.
Yeah. So what Lagrella does is when it leaves play,
Uh-huh.
if you flickered your own creature, it comes into play with +2/+2.
Okay. I see. And because I own that creature, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the ones I'm pretty sure about. Are we doing Blue Elemental Blast?
Yeah.
For,
No, I think that
Faithless
looks
Looting?
good to me. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it for Faithless Looting, but
Don't love Safekeeper.
yeah,
Oh.
skip Safekeeper, maybe Mother as well.
Okay.
So Samwise is there. Samwise is there to help you fetch basics. So you could cut Samwise, but it can also be used with Wasteland Lock.
Okay. What do you... I'm gonna ask you to take control here. What do you think about Prismatic Ending? Does that go?
They have Frog, right? So I'm not sure. I think it's nice to take Frog. You can also take Petal if they leave a Lotus Petal in place. So I'd cut Samwise first because those are only for mana development.
Okay.
And then Scrib Ranger, you can also cut Scrib Ranger because it's for untapping Mother. And yeah, you don't really need Scrib Ranger. On 2 more cards, I'm not your Knight of Autumn. Like they have Animate Dead, right? But probably cut Knight of Autumn. And what else? Like Witness is a bit slow, right? But it could be nice to bring back a Source of Plowshare or Endurance or something. But it is a bit slow.
Okay. So you think Witness goes?
Yeah, that's probably.
Okay. Deafening Silence too slow?
Yeah, look. Which one did you say?
Deafening Silence. I know some people like that.
No, that's irrelevant.
Okay.
That's a relevant card. Like if you want to, you could add Deafening Silence, but I'm not sure what to cut for it.
Okay. Let's click submit.
Yep.
Nadu is
so you
like...
see, it's pretty nice. Like
Go ahead.
you see, it's pretty nice. Like we managed to win game 1 against a fast combo deck. Of course, they weren't that fast in practice, but we found pretty good quick interaction. Right, we had the days and endurance. So yeah, it's nice to see that we did find some of those.
So Nadu seems to be here mostly for value. There's no I win button with it. But Scrib Rager, Caracas, Philia. So yeah, value would be the right way to frame it.
Yeah.
I think this is good enough. What do you think?
It's borderline. I mean, it's definitely okay, but it would be nice to have something more. But yeah, I think it's okay to keep it.
Okay.
There's a fair chance we get a worse 6-card hand.
Try it. As somebody who doesn't play much Force of Will and us only on 3 copies in the 80, I thought maybe this would be fine, but I trust your instinct if it's... Yeah. Like, of course, Leyline
it's
would be
borderline.
great.
Like, it could be nice to have a day. So it would be nice. Like, if you take more mulligans, you have a chance of getting Leyline. So that's always a good one, right? And you could also get Days, Wasteland, Thoughtseize. But there's one interaction here and one cantrip, so it's not great. But I mean, maybe we should have mulled it, but it's okay to try it. Okay, that's a bit bit of a shame. What are you gonna do?
No problem. Yeah, the deck list, I think if you're on your PC, I think it works. But I think if you're on mobile, it doesn't work. You know, some people like watching on mobile. I'm usually one of those viewers too. It took Force of Will. Do you think it's abundant growth, or do you think it's keep Brainstorm up?
I think you have to keep Brainstorm up here. If they go for combo, you really have to be able to dig.
Okay. That's our best chance.
Like, we can play turn 2.
Yeah.
We can play turn 2 growth if we need to. So.
Best chance to find like an endurance or a daze or another force if, you know, we have 3 looks.
Yeah. I guess the question is if you fetch a survey land at end step here, perhaps.
I think yes, because we have another fetch land. And Xerox, yeah, if I built this deck, it absolutely would be called that. And I hope, Magork, I hope that is the future that we live in. So I think it's happening this turn. I think we're going to be as lucky as... Oh? Okay.
Nothing. Really.
Nothing.
They're not having good draws.
I think we surveil.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Shallow grave.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I thought that was going to happen, but at least we're not taking 7.
Yeah. I wasn't aware they were on the shallow graves here. I didn't think it was a shallow grave version.
So it's only
so this is going to be tough.
It's creature sorcery instant. So it's not that big. It's big, you know, it's 4 goddamn cards, but Edge Maze. And they took Reanimate, Psychic Frog, Dark Ritual, Lotus Petal. So no Show and Tell, no Molten Collapse, no Pyroblast. Okay. And do we want a Wasteland here?
Probably not, right? Or what do you think?
Well, they don't have...
I mean, we have to answer Atroxa, right?
It's gonna die, right?
No, it's shallow grave. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It's gonna go to the graveyard.
I guess it could take a chance.
I think we ditch it. I think we need to find something for Reanimate. I'm gonna ditch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Only regret is if we draw Daze.
I mean, we could get lucky and they don't have any black mana sources, but you can't really count on that. Did we play any spell yet? We didn't. Is Once Upon a Time free?
No, we played Force of Will. Oh wait, no, did we?
Didn't they Force?
You're right. Let's play it. We hit an Ice Fang Coatl or a land. I think we go
I'm
Ice
not
Fang.
sure. Yeah,
That's-
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Okay. How do you feel about?
It's that damn Hansel. He's so hot right now.
I think Brainstorm
Right, sorry,
fetch
first. Okay.
growth, perhaps.
Okay.
Like
Yeah, we don't like these.
oh, no interaction.
I think we ditch these two.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we fetch.
That's right.
It's got to be green, so we'll go Savannah, I think. Or Bayou. Let's go Bayou.
Come on, Force.
Nope.
Broadcast. Okay.
All right. Frog. Sure.
They're playing around. They're playing around Daves, right?
It looks like it.
Oh, they have reanimation as well.
Yeah, they have Reanimate in hand. Entomb.
Vial.
Yeah, I think we're dead. Bristlebrand. Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay. They go to
So
2.
in retrospect, I guess we should have mulligan.
Yeah, I guess so.
But we have Caracas for the Grizzlebrand at least, but that's a bit optimistic perhaps to think that that matters. But you know, the frog is manageable.
I agree. I wasn't cognizant enough to fetch basics. So the Coatl won't buy
it's
us a
difficult
ton of time, unfortunately.
No. No, but there's Spellseeker there. You can Spellseeker for Source to Plowshares.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, you're right. So maybe we play the Ice Fang as fodder. They're probably gonna take one of those two because we have yeah, top deck Bolt. That'd be nice. That Ligera card, right? That might be our best top deck.
Yeah. Could be.
Right.
What is that?
It's a double chunk chocolate cookie.
Hey AJ, what is that?
It's a double chunk chocolate cookie.
Hey AJ, what is that?
It's a double chunk chocolate cookie.
I'm sorry about that. I don't know if you can hear it, but the memes are yeah.
Who? I don't know. Who is that guy? Where is it from?
Is this Costco meme? Oh shit.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, we are in trouble, man.
No.
Oh, I probably should have.
Things were looking so good.
He needs some milk.
Oh, nice.
Green.
We're still alive.
Oh, I tapped wrong. Whoops. Are still alive.
Somehow.
Yeah,
I think we've been quite lucky in these games.
I agree.
Nice. Don't forget to bounce.
Oh, I will not.
Oh, I'm so worried.
I will not. Don't worry.
Man, I'm gonna break my monitor, I swear.
Oh yeah, so they can. We have to remember now that they can, of course, they can sneak attack the Grizzlebrand here. So
yeah,
gotta remember that.
So this is gonna. Okay, So we're gonna want to keep up. This is tough now. We probably can double spell next turn. We could probably go Ice Fang, Prismatic Plow, keep up Caracas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
So we can steal from.
Okay. We have 9 minutes here, so I want to play pretty quick. I'm gonna get a basic.
Yeah, you just go.
Basic island, I think.
Do you have white mana? Yeah, you have. So I'd steal the large frog and swords the small frog.
What's better than this? Guys being dudes.
Nothing's better than that. Okay. And then we will allow this. And pretty much for the rest of the game, that Caracas has to stay up.
Yeah.
Frogs being dudes. Yeah, nothing's better than that. He's saying
So Mark, where do you live? It's a GG. Okay, nice.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I am in the DC area, like Washington DC.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
You live there for a long time?
No. Oh, wow, I'm surprised he
nice.
scooped, but
Well played.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't
Well,
get
sometimes
in.
you're lucky.
Yeah, we can't get in there necessarily, but oh damn, I should have. Sorry about that. I didn't tell my. Yeah, I'm in the DC area. I grew up in Philly, so I'd say about 2.5 hours south is so Philly's like 2.5 hours north of DC,
Awesome.
and a lot of good jobs out here. So yeah.
I see.
Another turn. Yeah, I think so. But we were.
So what do you do in your free time? What do you do in your free time when you're not playing Magic then?
Number one hobby right now outside of Magic is the gym. I've been getting in. I've been into that most of my life, and that's like it's one of those things. Like I know not everybody likes gyms, but like especially as you get older, I think you're like 4 or 5 years older than me. It's like your body starts to turn against you, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm
Okay, so this
mull.
hand here.
Right, that's a
It's
mull.
a bit risky, but turn 1 Vial is really good.
You want me to
Turn
keep
1
it?
Vial is really good, but mulling is okay as well.
You,
The thing is, right, when you
like
get your second land here, you can use Samwise to bring back the fetch, right? And you can cost all of the creatures with the vials.
let's
I
keep
don't know.
it.
Mulling is okay as well.
Let's keep it, man.
It's a bit risky, but we can. Yeah, let's experiment. Sometimes you play a whole game with just a vial.
Moved out of Philly about 7 years ago, so I was born and raised there. I lived in Northeast Philly. Chat's asking. Yeah, I've never been punished before for keeping risky hands. That's for sure. Not once. But
if they force Vial and waste the Caracas, then it's bad news.
Yeah. That's never gonna happen.
If they had Force and Wasteland, then they deserve the win.
Yeah. That's. Watch us think we're lucky, and they go like turn 1 Dark Ritual, and you're like, ah, fuck.
Yeah.
It's West Philadelphia. Born and raised is the song, and I was born and raised in Northeast Philadelphia. There's this show called The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air that's kind of a Big
Yeah.
Will Smith. Kind of a popular thing out
Yeah,
here.
I've seen that one, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was popular here too. I think it was.
Oh, cool. That's something too.
I mean, I did watch it, but I think
Oh, go ahead.
I think we viewed it 10 years after you recorded it.
Yeah, sometimes it's
that's
like
how.
that. It's cool seeing how far-reaching certain things are. Like that's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, we have so much American TV shows.
one thing I always think is cool when I talk to people not in the US is like how there are so many different places and so many different cultures in Europe as an example. And I think the states in a way in the US, like there's different states, there's different things to do in different states, but I do feel like seeing other countries and just kind of like learning more about it and like learning like the way they live and how they view the world, it always seems like we're more similar than we are different every time. So
Maybe you want to put in Kotal now
I think so.
in case there's a fetch land. I mean, if you find a land, it would be pretty good.
I agree. Brainstorm. Okay.
Okay. Right.
So I think we just
Next turn.
Yeah.
So, which are your favorite TV shows?
That's a good question.
Oh shit.
So
Here we go again.
historically, I'd say is a little different than like what is current. Like I like a lot of things on Adult Swim. Not sure if you've heard of those, like let's see, Robot Chicken would be one on there. God, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. A lot of like really silly
Sounds
non
familiar,
sequitur. Yeah, it's
Okay. Oh, Nadu. No, we don't want to play against Nadu.
well, we have Night of Autumn
Okay.
though. So
Yeah.
like I'm not excited either, but like it Delia next turn with Night of Autumn could be good. Space Ghost,
Yeah, we have interaction at least. But hope we find a wasteland here.
Yeah.
Or I guess an island would be better.
A lot of good top decks here. That's pretty good too.
Ooh, Leo. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
Okay, so my read right now is we attack for 1 and then we just play passive. Does that sound correct?
Yeah.
Okay. We also have the Caracas for Nadu. Not saying we want
That's
to
right.
do that, but it could buy us a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, American Dad, Futurama, yeah, a lot of good ones. Okay. So I don't think we bring in Leovold here to draw a card. I think that's too cute.
It's too late. It's too late. I think we can't draw a card by now.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. But you could flash it in on the Brainstorm, but you can't. If they target already, it's too late.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
I understand.
So Caracas Leovold is a really good combination you have here. I mean, put in. Oh, this is a difficult one. What do we want to do now? Oh, this is a difficult one. Yeah. I guess they want to bounce. No, they can't bounce the mother because it has protection now, right? But
well,
yeah,
they did that at the end of turn.
Maybe.
I think we flash in Leovold now.
Maybe you wait for them to target something and then you flash in Leovold.
Didn't you say it didn't work that way?
You don't get to draw a card, but they don't get to draw a card either when you have the Leovold in play. Like if you put in Leovold now, they're going to bounce the Leovold probably. But if they do, you can untap and play Leovold again, right? Yeah, maybe you put in Leovold now so you get the free card.
I think so.
Yeah, you're right.
Just let it resolve. You can activate it after they target.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Let them target first.
Will I still draw
Then
a
they're going to
card?
bounce the Vial.
Will I still draw a card?
No, you
Mats?
won't. You won't. That's right. You won't. If you... No, you're not going to... You have to put in the Leovold now.
Okay.
Once they target, it's too late to draw a card.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
I think we flash it in now because if they plus it, then we just attack it and kill it.
Oh, you know, there's one more thing to consider. If they bounce the Vial, no, never mind. It doesn't matter. Like you can tick up the Vial on 2 and have Knight of Autumn active next turn. So yeah, just put in. I would put in Leovold now.
I think this is the line. I'm pretty confident here.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Why does it have to be so complicated?
Because we still have a 2-drop to bring in here. So let's put in Philia.
Oh yeah, Philia is nice.
So now we can and I'm gonna keep,
and I
would keep both the same, right? No movement. 3 and 2.
Sounds good.
Okay. So we say no and no. And we're gonna attack it for 5. No. Okay. Say no. Okay. Attack.
I think you flickered Ice Fang, right?
I agree.
Now, the only thing to worry about here is like, what if they have Terminus? But no, they shouldn't have Terminus in a Nadu deck. No, never mind.
Yeah, I doubt it. I think we're safe. Okay, Dog is a legend, so that's not the best draw.
We're doing a good job of playing a game with one land.
Yeah. Yeah, Mats, I think you make a good point. Drawing a land would be pretty good.
Oh, this is bad news, right? Do we have anything to do here?
I don't think so.
So yeah, we can't. I don't think there's anything to do, right? That's disappointing. Ah, yeah.
Damn. Yeah, let's see.
Okay,
let's see their
these
deck.
things happen.
Let's see the deck.
Yeah.
Because maybe they have the card in hand.
Things were looking so good.
Yeah.
Okay. So at least there are 2 Plague Engineers in the sideboard, so they're going to be pretty good here.
Yeah, I agree. So they have to have no Dread Return in hand and no whatever it's called. Thassa's Oracle. So we're just doing our due diligence here. We're seeing the deck.
Yeah, so they have Nadu.
Therapy and Dread in hand. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. I am going to hit 5 here. They don't have... And they do have Thassa's Oracle, and we don't have Endurance or something like that.
Oh.
Okay, we're dead. Right?
Yeah.
That was pretty close though for like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and if we drew lands, we would have had decay as well there. So yeah.
Okay, so definitely these.
Yeah.
I'm gonna trust your instincts here. Thank you. This is Dan's list. I don't love endurance. It's okay. What do you think?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Like Scrib Ranger is probably not so good, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Mother, I'm not sure. Like it's nice to be able to protect, but maybe Cat Mother as well. I'm not sure. They don't play much removal, right? So we don't need those. I'm not sure if we need Safekeeper. Like maybe Cat Safekeeper as well.
Grist is not like great here, I don't think. Hey Ben.
I mean, it's nice to have removal, but you're right. We can easily play around it. That's right.
Well, yeah, they'll probably play those cards on that turn. Do we want another Force of Will? I think we want another Thoughtseize.
Yeah, you're doing a good job here.
What do you think about Spell Pierce, Prismatic
It's not
Ending?
getting it right.
Yeah. It's sorcery speed, that's my only beef with it.
Yeah, it is. Like if they play turn 1 Nomads, it's nice to be able to get rid of it.
Okay. Hey Finn, we're at 5 in, 4 out. We got a minute and a half here. What do you think about the Nadu stuff? Do you think that's too not worth it here?
Let's see, maybe cut. I think Samwise is an easy cut, right? Because we're not gonna have they don't play Wastelands, so we don't have a vulnerable mana base. I mean, we don't need to worry about the mana base too much.
You like Spell Pierce?
Leylines are also tempting. I like Leyline. I'm not sure Spell Pierce. What are we gonna Spell Pierce?
Yeah, I
Yeah, the
guess
combo
just
is creature.
Magic.
So I mean, okay, you could yeah, it's not bad. You can counter the Dread Returns, right? So it does something.
I think I'm gonna take one Nadu out. Is that okay?
Yeah, yeah.
We got 30 seconds. Gilded.
One
Probably
cut level.
pretty good.
Maybe pull over. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay. Now, yeah. Sure.
Okay. Oh.
I mean, I think, yeah, okay, that's fine then. I would be tempted to keep in 2 Nadus probably. And, well, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I was getting
It's a
nervous
pretty
about the
good
clock, but it's
drawing.
tough. I like this hand. What do you
Yeah.
think?
This looks good.
I think we just draw. What do you think?
Yep.
Okay. And Bayou?
Forest maybe, but it doesn't matter. You know, you go which whichever. But if you have a forest, then you know you have any colors here anyway. So.
Oh, good point.
And
yeah.
you're building towards.
And building towards
Ice Fang.
Yeah, good point. I should keep that in mind. That's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Wonder why they're sequencing that way. So my read is probably an early brainstorm, but I'm not too sure.
I mean, it could be just a play pattern to play around days, perhaps.
We can't daze with the forest though.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe they just usually do it that way.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't need it. I have no idea. Maybe Flusterstorm or some. I can only guess.
What do you think about Hedge Maze here? Pass, or we could just ending the petal. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I think Hedge Maze and ending the petal seems good. Or they're not gonna. Yeah, if you get rid of the. God, it's difficult.
Yeah, a lot
yeah,
of
might
ways.
as well take the petal in Hedge Maze.
Okay. I'm gonna do this. I doubt they'll daze it. If they do, I kind of don't mind it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would set them back a card and land anyway. And then now, I think we let the shields down for 1 turn and we hedge maze. If they have, yeah, they'd have to have 3 mana and the combo for us to get punished here, and we don't want to draw that. We need action.
Oh.
We have enough mana.
So what do you eat to build on muscles then?
I've been pretty good about meal prep, so like I'll kind of rotate like beef, turkey, chicken, and sometimes I'll do like this like lean steak that I found, and I'll rotate those. The bodybuilders say you want about 1 gram of protein per like if your body weight is 100 pounds, you'd want 80 grams of protein. If it's 150, you'd want 120, you know, like 80% of your body weight per gram. And, you know, that's a lot, but I've been trying to do it, so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you have to eat a lot then.
Yeah, so you have to be active too, or else you'll get heavy, so.
So I guess you want to keep Brainstorm up, perhaps?
I think if we're keeping Brainstorm up, we're brainstorming now.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
So it's either play Leovold or Brainstorm, I think.
It would be so disappointing if they like respawn with Brainstorm on tap and have the combo. So I wouldn't play Leovold, probably. You have to... If you play Leovold, you're betting on getting lucky here, but I think maybe better to, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to take the
I wish there was a hate bear. I wish there was a relevant hate bear versus Nadu that we could Green Sun Zenith for.
Same year. Okay, so I think we fetch away the Snow-Covered Island and the Eternal Witness.
Yeah. Sounds good.
And we either A, play Tamiyo and pray, or B, have Ice Fang Coatl. Okay. Go Tamiyo.
I think I'll play Tamiyo because drawing cards is pretty good, and
let's see if we can implant the idea to the opponent that we have something, so they don't go for it.
Exactly. It looks like it looks like we have Swords to Plowshares here, or potentially Brainstorm. So yeah.
I'm gonna slowly hit 1 like we could have for Solar Days.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah, I'm doing them. I'm doing my best, man.
Very good.
Try to impersonate somebody with counter magic.
Yeah. Excellent.
So I am gonna fetch.
I think you should also do it. Yeah. Sounds good. You also have to you can't slow roll it too slowly, right? Because then it becomes obvious too, right? It should be like 8 seconds, 5 seconds perhaps.
Somewhere between 5 and 8 is the scientific method.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you had it, you wouldn't want to act like you have it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a good feeling.
So I guess they're setting up. So they're setting up Shuko now in 2 turns. Is that?
Yes. And at the very least, a lot of constructs. I did not.
Yeah.
Hey Matt, good to see you. Okay. So I'm gonna fetch end of turn. And we'll get Bayou, I think. Let's get a Contra.
Surely you can't be serious.
Yep.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
We'll go Tundra. Yes, I don't know. Call. Oof. Okay. Do we have a 4-mana card? We could go Knight of Autumn on the Urza Saga.
Yeah, I was also thinking. Yeah, I was also thinking Knight of Autumn is unfortunately the only relevant interaction here. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Or Ice Fang, but yeah, Knight of Autumn is okay. I think next time I'll try it with 3 Pyroblast in the sideboard because
It's got to be the best answer. Oh, wow. Okay.
I'll,
Hopefully they just try to win this way, but I'm not feeling too good here.
no. Ah, okay, they have it again.
So the only agency
Yeah.
I think we had this game was right there's Thassa's Oracle. So if they don't have Dread Return in their hand, they win.
Yeah, we had quite a lot of potential good draws, but we didn't find any of them. So well, that's what happens.
Yeah. Old cards with new cards. Oh, there's Dread Return. Okay, I'm down the scoop here. Brutal.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a tough matchup. Do you have some favorite strategies against Nadu decks?
So my take are the best. The best answer is probably just Pyroblast, unless you're gonna play something like Humility, which I think is like really bold. And
Yeah.
like they still have like Teferi and Counter Magic for it, but like I think that's like probably the best possible permanent. You could play things like Pithing Needle, which are pretty good. I like the Punishing Fire stuff. I think Punishing Fire.
Yeah.
If I've not been seeing Orum's Chant, which makes me feel good, but that is one of the scariest cards. Before Nadu, I liked Relic a lot. Not Relic, Soul Guide Lantern.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a nice one.
Yeah. But yeah, now that it's Nadu, it just like it feels like just Pyroblast really, because they don't actually win the game, but they win by netting 4 cards or something crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we keep this. What do you think?
Yeah.
Do we fetch a basic forest here on the Abundant Growth, or do you think we put it on the Savannah, or what? Ooh, I like that. Okay.
Yeah, I'd fetch. Oh, no, there's Vial. Yeah, maybe turn 1 Vial then.
Snow-covered swamp Vial.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. They'll never see it coming.
Oh, they're scratching their heads.
Yeah. We did reveal this card at the beginning of the game, though, so I guess it's like...
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
I think...
So they're thinking Esper Vial now, I guess.
Yeah, or I'm not sure, but I think XJ's deck might be similar. Like I think he might actually have a swamp in there somewhere.
Okay.
Uh-oh, prismatic ending? Ugh, shit.
Oh.
Okay. Could be worse.
Well, that's all right.
Okay, so I think Savannah put abundant growth on swamp.
Okay. I guess you might as well play the safekeeper, right? And if they remove it, then that's okay.
Yeah, I don't think we'd
What do
fight
you
over
think?
it with this hand, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Well, this is nice. At least there's both solitude and force of will for instant speed interaction here, and you can go Ice Fang next turn, end step next turn, and then untap and go Lagrella perhaps to flicker the Ice Fang if you want to.
Yeah. Now, if they play Teferi, do we force? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Narset, I think we do. But yeah, they have 3 mana and they're fetching, so you got to think it's one of those two.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Oh.
With
Well,
Ice
we
Fang?
can Lagrella that one.
Okay. I think we let it pass.
Oh yeah, we can Ice Fang it too.
Yeah. We need is it 3 snow-covered permanents, or what is it?
3 others. So we need 3 basics then.
Okay, so not quite. So do we Lagrella that? I think so.
I'm not sure. Like, this is a difficult one. Like you could Ice Fang and block Fish Jump blocking or Lagrella. I'm not sure. Like Lagrella is really nice if you can flicker one of your own creatures for card advantage. I guess you could flicker your own Sylvan Safekeeper here, and if Lagrella is answered, then at least Safekeeper is a 3/3. But Lagrella is also your pitchable to Solitude here, right? So, yeah, I'm not sure.
So
You choose.
the Ice Fang, if it had Death Touch right now, I would, that's like a easy choice.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, next turn Ice Fang will have Death Touch. That's right. So maybe Lagrella now then.
That's what I'm thinking. But I know what you mean.
Oh,
like
you're right.
we're losing a lot of. We could just get hit by this and not give a shit.
I think Lagrella is nice. It's nice to interact when we can.
Okay.
Actually, we can also protect Lagrella with a Safekeeper if we need to. So maybe you shouldn't flicker Safekeeper. I forgot about that.
Okay. So for the sake of time here, we'll make a play.
Yeah. And I think you sack the Savannah if they play removal on Lagrella.
Yeah, I think you're correct. Definitely not the swamp.
No. Okay, they're reading.
Yeah, I don't blame
That happens
them.
sometimes.
Yeah. If they force, I think we force.
I think this card would benefit from having an image in the text box that just shows like 2 counters on your creature and I don't know, their creature. How do you exile something? Somehow. I think an image would be easier to understand.
I think if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think if it's 6 lines long, you force a will. I think that's like a rule.
Yeah.
You know what amazes me? Like,
oh yeah.
I gotta give you. Oh, are we gonna fight over that? I think so.
I don't know.
I'm going to jail!
Hey, Pedro.
I guess
Thank
you
you.
might as well. Because next turn we can return Yorion to hand, so we have a Solitude next turn.
Yeah.
Now double. Okay, sure.
Okay.
That's not too bad. The question is, do we? I guess you chump block here and untap and get Yorion, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think so. I don't love it though.
Yeah, we don't want them to start drawing creatures, right? Because that can quickly escalate.
Wonder how many creatures they actually run though. Like Esper is not usually like a very creature kind of deck. Ooh, that's good.
Right. Ooh, nice. Yeah.
So I think sequencing will plow first, and then we'll fetch, put spaghetti in hand.
Yeah.
I think I'll go snow covered island here.
Yeah. So we're ahead, 2 cards in hand, 4 lands. How did this happen?
Well, I guess they force a will twice.
Yeah.
And we force a will once.
If we draw a land now, if we draw a land now, it's looking pretty nice.
Do you think if we draw a land, we just use this for abundant growth? Uh-oh, damn it.
Oops. Yeah. I mean, I think if you draw a land, you pass the turn, and you have Solitude end step if you do something. Maybe you would. Maybe Yorion would be the right choice. Yeah. I guess they have to get the Yorion now, right?
I'm thinking so. Yeah.
Or maybe not. Yeah.
Still have a lot of good draws though. Yeah, I'll take it. You get nothing. Good day, sir.
So what are they playing? They're playing Tempo, Esper Tempo, or what do we call it?
I don't know.
Esper Goif.
I am kind of wondering if we just would have let that Tarmogoyf hit us, if it would have been a big deal, because it's like how many creatures can you run in this, you know?
Yeah, you're right.
That's what I'm thinking, so.
Yeah.
Probably the Solitude
So they're
here,
picking the Solitude, I guess?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So which cards do you like in the deck so far?
Honestly, there's
which would you cut?
It's tough. Like, I wonder if 3 Nadu is overkill, but then again, like, I would be happy to draw it here. Like,
yeah.
The only thing I don't want to draw here is lands.
Yeah. Maybe cut Nadu and add another Green Sun Zenith then.
That, or like, how's have you tried Psychic Frog?
Yeah, I sometimes play Psychic Frog. Yeah, maybe cut Nadu and add 1 Psychic Frog.
I could see that. I think we plow it. May as well, right?
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. It didn't have any creature. Like, it's nice to have exile and removal.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't play Legacy without Social Plowshare right now.
I am the same way. Okay, I think we just pass. I don't think it's worth it to use this without value. I think we just slow roll it here. 1 to 2 Murktide. Yeah, that's another consideration, like Frog. A little easier to cast. I think they probably should be keeping lands in their hand at that point. But I'm not sure.
Oh, you can do Samwise. That's nice.
Yeah.
So I think next turn is going to be the first time ever I'm tempted to wasteland a fetch land.
Yes, it's at least worth thinking about. I don't know though.
Oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe not. I changed my mind.
I'd say if they brainstormed or something, it might be worth thinking about, but we know they have miracle stuff.
Ah, that's right. You're right. Yeah, I was thinking wrong. You know, sometimes my brain just misfires, and this was one of those moments.
That never happened to me once. If we drew a Caracas or something, eventually, I could see doing that.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Okay, yeah, nothing we could do. That will possibly benefit. We might end up doing the play.
Yeah.
What do you think has more value, though? A
there's an option.
fetch? I think a fetch has more value.
Yeah, probably.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do it.
You're right.
So
Oh, you can also get the surveil land now, right?
yeah. In the grave. So now it is when it attacks, we draw and discard. That's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Boy, do we have some things we want to discard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what do they have in hand now, do you think?
My read is counter magic or another Teferi.
Yeah.
Removal, I think they're going to use it if they have it. They're probably trying to comprehend what Sam does, which I don't blame them. Like,
yeah, you're right.
It takes a while to like get your mind around.
Oh yeah, finding the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finding the ring details.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they have force probably, right?
So I think.
Oh, so now you can actually waste them. Of course, yeah.
Yeah. And then I would discard the Misty if we are lucky enough to get to use it. Do they have Plow? If we get the kill Teferi here, it's so big.
Yeah. Oh, we're ahead on time. That's good. Like these control matchups can be.
Damn.
Okay, Snapcaster.
That's brutal. Okay.
Yeah.
Prismatic ending. Okay.
I think we're still ahead though.
Oh, they messed up.
Yeah. What a shame.
Mm-hmm.
Now the question is what the Green Sun's seen it for here. I barely recall what's in the deck now. Let's see. I'll have a look. There's Ice Fang. There's Leovold is pretty good, right?
Yeah. So whatever we get is going
Leovold
to.
is really good.
Whatever we get is going to die.
Do they have removal? No, they don't. Oh yeah, they can. Oh yeah, I forgot they can.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So
but if you get Leovold, at least you can. Oh yeah.
It's Leovold or it's.
At least we draw a card.
Or it's Eternal Witness.
Yeah, Witness is good. Then there's Ice. If you get some, yeah.
I like
Witness.
I like
Witness sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love having Witness in the deck, actually. I'm not sure what you're getting. Maybe Lagrella or Solitude. Like if you get Lagrella,
It could be Solitude. Or not Solitude. Spaghetti.
Yorion. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's a good one.
We'll do that.
Yeah, Yorion. Yeah. Very good.
I guess we also could have gotten Samwise, but probably getting too cute.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm gonna play a little quick just because of the clock.
Yeah.
Like that. What that is. Snapcaster, sure. A little weird. They're gonna Thoughtseize. Haha. Okay.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really wanted to explore the discard Teferi synergy in a Nick Fit deck,
It's powerful.
but yeah, it seems pretty good.
Lead with that. Okay. I think we just waste because why not? And then I think well,
Save the swords.
the only thing is that they bounce
I'd save the swords.
Snapcaster.
Like, oh, you're right. But would they sacrifice Teferi?
Next turn maybe, but I'm gonna say no right now. So we'll not bother. I don't think they would.
Save it one turn.
But next turn maybe we consider that.
Yeah.
We're about a minute ahead.
Oh, I wouldn't block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They play a fetch. Okay. So not great, but let's
Yeah, now we get to lose. Don't play the land.
Oh, sorry.
I would consider discarding the land.
Well, this isn't our
that's
ring
all right.
bearer anymore.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, but you're right. I don't think there was much value at all.
Oh.
I am gonna play the Vial. Don't see any reason not to.
Yep.
Because this is at 3, I'm gonna hold off.
Yep.
We'd have to get another Samwise in play. Really. We are losing the race here. So maybe next turn.
Yeah, we should find the. We don't care about the damage so much. I think we can wait like 3-4 turns. Like any creature will trade with a Snapcaster. Like the Snapcaster is. Let's see.
Ooh, okay. We don't have access to Eternal Witness anymore.
Grist or Nadu or Leovold?
Grist, Nadu,
Maybe
or
Leovold?
Leovold. Okay, let's do... I like Leovold.
Yeah, Leovold, and then I would consider swordsing the Snapcaster. I don't know. Yeah, swords the Snapcaster because they can bounce Snapcaster and then maybe they have some removal I can't see, but we don't want them to answer Leovold.
Yeah, they I see what you mean. Okay, so I will do it this turn. And then we're gonna attack Teferi. And
yeah.
Looking pretty strong here. I feel like we're inching ahead here.
Yeah.
Want to be mindful of the clock. We're probably gonna play a little quick because now we're down a few seconds. That was a long turn.
Yeah, but you know the deck now.
Yeah.
You know the deck now. I don't feel like I need to say much more.
I'm sure your input will be helpful. Okay, I am gonna keep that in hand. I don't think.
Oh, the one mana dork.
Yeah.
Single mana dork punishing us. No, it's not punishing us.
I'm gonna keep it in hand in the event that we draw something.
Yeah, brainstorm.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Caracas is perhaps the best draw now.
Yeah, that would be a good one. Abundant growth, not bad. Let's put it on the plains, I suppose.
Yeah.
Durits, that's good. Attack them for 4. And we'll leave that back in the event that they have a snap. I don't think we'll play it until we need to.
Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds good.
It's pretty cool. Leo shuts that down really nice.
Yeah. It's so good to have one Leovold in deck for these games that go long.
Yeah. Top deck mode, and then suddenly this invalidates like 8 cards in their deck. This just turns it into like an index.
Yeah.
I think that's the card. I forget.
Yeah. Oh,
They get the top. Spell bomb, yep. I'm gonna leave the endurance back.
yeah.
No. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I think we leave everything back. Flash in dog and a turn most likely.
Yeah.
Probably too much value not to.
Yeah.
And they are taking a lot of time to do all this, which is nice for us.
Yeah, they're going to be pressured if we get to game 3.
Yeah, that's for sure. And I think they're thinning their deck here or something, or surveilling. I don't know. Nothing we could do about it. So yeah, we will take the draw here. Say yes. I'll try to save it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Just make a decision. It's
It
quick.
could be a force.
Yeah. Okay, unfortunate we do not. So let's we'll go
Birds.
and then
Birds and Heath. Birds and Heath.
Birds and Heath, okay.
Yeah,
Then
you
we'll
can
draw
once upon a
Heath.
time to shuffle away them.
Yeah, then we draw Heath and then we could play Heath. Good point. No, we already drew.
Yeah, okay. But you can once upon a time now. So.
Okay, let's once
it's our turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Once upon a time first, exactly.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I like Nadu.
Yeah.
Okay. And we'll play Abundant Growth on this, and we'll still have Dog and Aether Vial and Nadu up.
Yeah.
And Endurance, because we have Aether Vial. Ooh, we have everything. Okay. Yeah, we should be good, man.
We're pulling ahead.
Incredibly far ahead. That's just... Whenever I've watched your games, I've always seen them get to this point, and I'm like, you just feel unstoppable in this top deck mode.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like Esper Control, like every card draws another card. But when you add green, you have more interaction, I think, and a bit less card advantage.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong, but something like that.
So we do have endurance on Vial if they do go for some reanimate play, because a 5/5 hexproof would be like, we do have death touch, but like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, we don't want to. If we can avoid it, we don't want to see that.
No.
Okay. And I think I'm going to flash in Nadu and Dog.
Maybe. Yeah, exactly. Nadu first, and then Dog. Exactly.
Yeah.
And this is going to be really nice because when Philia flickers, if Philia flickers Ice Fang, now we're going to draw two cards from it.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah, Nadu is really sweet with Philia.
So we attack. And we're going to do the Ice Fang.
Yeah, I would do that.
Yeah. It's so brutal. We just have to play fast enough at this point, and I think we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just gonna let you finish this game. I'll head to the what do you call it, restroom?
Restroom, bathroom, toilet, whatever you got, man. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Sure. All right. So they scoop, and that means I got to make these decisions here on my own. So we're playing against a Ooh, yeah. Playing against another control deck here. I am looking. I think we're gonna want the Thoughtseize. Not too sure about Force of Will. I'm kind of down with Spell Pierce. Prismatic Ending is like, let's see. They ran to Fairy. Like, I feel like let's like think about things that we don't like. Almost every card has some value here. I don't love Safekeeper. It's not bad. Could see taking that out. That's really cool late game. Problem is their creatures aren't that good, so I could see that going as well. Yeah, I think it's just going to be the Thoughtseize and either the Force of Wills or the Spell Pierces, and I'm leaning more towards that. Night of Autumn might not have a lot of utility. It's a hard card to take out. Thoughtseize, yeah, there you go. I shall take your young ladies.
Oh yeah, it's sideboarding now.
Yeah, we have. Unfortunately, they scooped right when you left. But I'm thinking Safekeeper,
Okay.
and the other in this card, is it for these three? Maybe the Force of Will as well.
Yeah, I like the Spell Piercers. They are there for Planeswalker decks. So those are good. Yeah.
Do you like Force?
Too. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Yeah.
It's down on cards.
Yeah,
but...
seems good.
Okay, and then so
I mean, Captain Fold seems okay. What do we want to force? Like if they play Terminus, we want to force that, but I don't think they do with those Goyfs. But maybe they do. Yeah, I would be happy to keep 2 forces there.
Okay. We got 10 seconds. So I'm just going to do this.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Pick anything.
2 ley lines. Okay, so go.
Oh, another.
I mean, I didn't see any wastelands.
Land hand.
I'm tempted to keep it,
that's
dude.
right.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's okay. We can experiment with it. Like, yeah, it's okay. Like, there's both. There's both Vial and Brainstorm, so it's not bad. The question is, do you go turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Vial, perhaps?
I think it's
I don't know.
turn 1 Vial, and I think we do it off of a Underground Sea.
Okay,
I'm making the decisions
yeah.
quickly because of the clock.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. You know, I'm gonna go get a small glass of sherry.
Sure.
I'll be right back.
Awesome. Now, I think I probably would fight to keep this because it's my only land. The problem is the cards I'd be pitching are really good. And I think I would force pitch Brainstorm because we have Tamiyo.
Yeah. So do you have some favorite drink?
So I don't drink. Nothing against it, just rare. Like maybe twice a year,
great.
if that. Yeah. I was
What
like,
do you drink then? What are you having then?
So I like trying different beers. Things that I know are like kind of rare. Like, you know, if somebody says like, hey, there's this one company and they're a brewer and they do a certain type of beer that's really interesting. By the way, I think we fight over that. What do you think?
That's all right.
Forced pitch Brainstorm, you think?
Yeah. It's difficult, maybe Tamu, but yeah, it's all right. Yeah.
So that's my like, you know, I'll try something that kind of recommended that way. But yeah, I'm not
Oh yeah.
I'll put it like this. I was really wild, not really wild. I was pretty wild in my 20s. So
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I was going out a lot.
Yeah. So I started to take it easy there. I'm not sure how good Tamiyo is, so I'm kind of fine with leaving Plow. I think
Frog.
Yeah, I think Frog.
That's a good one, yeah.
Also, I've had a few friends who I think are like, they go too hard. You know what I mean? Like, some of my friends never grew out of it.
Yeah.
I think it's like anything in life, though. Like, you can you could go overboard with, you know, eating hamburgers. You know, it's like if you don't have that thing in yourself to go like, all right, you know, you could go over the board with magic and, you know, ignore certain things. So I don't blame, you know, just like anything in life. Just because you like a few drinks,
It's really good to be able to. Yeah, it's really good to be able to stay away from it. It is, but I really like beers. I really like alcohol, but I don't like getting drunk. So like, I can find things without alcohol that still have a lot of flavor. I do prefer that. And I did find something recently. You know, kombucha, fermented tea.
I drink a lot of it. Yeah.
Oh, you do?
I do. Yeah. My mom.
Okay, so that's pretty close to beer.
Exactly. I do drink a lot of caffeine, so I gravitate towards those kind of things.
Oh yeah, your mother is making it.
She buys it frequently, so that's what got me into it.
I see. I started making my own kombucha a couple of 2 months ago.
Oh, cool. So this is a problem.
I think I made like 10. Oh yeah.
I think we're probably dead.
Yeah, this is a bit like we need to draw some lands now.
Yeah.
But you know, it takes them 8 turns to win, so it's not that problematic yet.
Yeah. I'm just gonna
We're not
pass.
getting. Yeah. Oh yeah, we have protection blue, so good for a while. Yeah, that's the nice thing about Scrib Ranger now. It blocks Frog, Tamio. No, Tamio doesn't matter, but it blocks Frog and Murktide and Atraxa, which seems pretty okay.
Yeah, I agree. And caffeine's something I got into that I think is a bit of a vice. It's not the end of the world, but I do think I overdo it.
Oh, oh, what a shame.
Yeah. Got a lot
We
of
had
good draws.
Solitude at least. So if we get the cantrip, we can. No lands.
I think I'm just gonna hit 6 and just make them take forever to kill me, and we'll just go to game 3.
Yeah.
So I think that's the best way to do things.
Yeah, you also have the. Yeah, you also have the Solitude to take out probably the Bowmasters or the Frog. Now, one combination of cards I'm not currently playing is like Ephemerate. Ephemerate Solitude is so good. Like if we had Ephemerate here and white mana, it could like turn the game around. And Ephemerate Witness has been like a really good combo for the past 12 months.
Yeah, when it works, it's super good.
Yeah.
So I don't know how this works. I'm guessing. Okay, it's just stifled more or less. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, if they're gonna win, they might as well win.
Yeah.
Win good.
When we're up 2 minutes or something at the end of this, it'll matter.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, doesn't matter.
Oh, oops. Yeah.
I mean, they win anyway, you know. Probably better to just do that, to be honest.
That's right. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
All right. Got a little break here.
So is there anything to change here? Plague Engineer could take out Snapcasters, but it's not very good. Oh yeah, Plague Engineer is really good against Orcish Bowmasters.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I could see the Prismatic too because of Frog.
Yeah, that's right. Prismatic is there for Frog, that's right, yeah.
Maybe Endurance isn't that good.
So what to take out? Yeah, you're right, you're right. I mean, you maybe keep one, maybe. Ice Fang has the problem, right, that if they have a Bowmasters, it's just a Cycler.
Yeah.
So I don't know which you prefer. Like, the thing is, if they play Snapcaster, it could be nice to Vial or Flash in Endurance. Can also block kill Bowmasters, for example. So Endurance is relevant, but it's also cuttable. Yeah, maybe force. Like, how often do you want to force something in this matchup?
Yeah, really only the Planeswalkers. And it doesn't feel good. You just kind of have to do it sometimes.
Oh.
You'd rather answer it another way. Okay.
Well, yeah, you also have Daze and Spell Pierce for them, so...
Small. Do you think Muller keep?
Another one.
Well, they have Prismatic Ending, so
maybe we Muller this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's keep, and I think we'll put Leovold back. What do you think?
Leovold or Plague Engineer, whichever. Yeah.
Leovold's a little harder to cast, so I'll go with that.
Yeah, you're right.
And
yeah, everything is hard to cast here, but...
And I think I am down to Surveil. Just want to...
Yep.
I think the Hedge Maze is pretty good. Green Sun. Let's keep it.
Yeah, and then Green Sun's in it for Bop Birds, perhaps.
I agree.
Then Daze, whatever. Maybe Daze, whatever they cost. Or...
Yeah, Daze off the Hedge Maze is a little annoying, but it still might be worth it.
Isn't it good dazing with a Hedge Maze because you get another Scry?
Yeah, it's tempo negative, but it might not be so bad. Oh, he was thinking about cutting Mom, I see. Definitely would daze this though.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, so days really nice to have it at a few copies, so their opponent is surprised.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. Okay, so I think we
Oh,
just...
nice. Group survey.
Yeah. I think we want that.
Yeah.
And then we'll...
Yeah, so if you need to, you can flash in Scrib, untap birds, and sort something. But yeah, you don't need to.
Yeah. Another Bowmaster would
You know
be
how
annoying.
it works.
Yeah. But I am gonna cast the...
Yeah, so maybe it...
Go ahead.
Yep. You go.
Go.
Yeah, so I would probably do the swords now as well.
We are playing in the days, but
We have a prismatic vista at the top. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Like, we basically get the free scry, so it's quite valuable. On the other hand, never mind. It's gonna be good. It's good.
don't think we want another one. What do you...
Yeah.
Yeah, let's ditch it.
I agree. Now, I guess there's a risk that they have like back to basics or something now, but well, if they have it, congratulations to them.
Yeah, we go to the cry step.
Did we see any reanimation spells?
No, actually. Yeah, sorry about that, Ben. I've been there with that deck. I think Prismatic Vista attack pass. And we would probably get Island off this.
Yeah. Island or Forest, I'm not sure which one.
One or the other, yeah. Something to think about.
I guess Forest gives Scrib Ranger flexibility.
Okay, let's do that. Plus.
Oh, so many lands.
I think
I'd return the survey land and replay it, perhaps.
I think I want to. I don't think we want to do that. I think what we want to do is play the Plague Engineer. I'm not positive. I just I know we're short time, and I think we just want to fill the board here.
Yeah, that's a good play.
And put it on Orc.
Could also return Yorion, but actually, when you play the two fetches in your hand, if you return Yorion next turn, then you can play Yorion with Karakas protection.
Yeah. We're 30 seconds ahead. I think it's going to come down to that more than anything, unfortunately.
Yeah, but like just next turn, returning Yorion to hand is a pretty good one.
I agree.
I'm playing a lot. I think, yeah, maybe all hitting Fairy.
I agree.
You know, when you play in paper, every game feels like this.
Yeah.
Every game is like super stressful.
Just inching your way to victory.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to just fetch. Well, I'm going to attack first. Fetch. I'll play it super quick. I'm sure there's inefficiencies here that are going to drive you crazy, but go snow-covered plains. Go white. Attack first.
Yep.
And I think they're just going to hard cast force personally, but we'll see.
Yep.
Okay. Do we Green Sun Zenith for something now instead? I think we do.
You can go for Nadu when you have Scrib Ranger to untap it and Karakas to bounce it. Nadu or Leovold. Maybe Nadu.
This is Force of Will.
Yeah.
A lot of good top decks here.
Yeah.
Okay, Troll's pretty scary.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, both Tamiyo and Jorgen, right?
Yeah.
You need blue for Tamiyo. Yeah. Good. Hit. Yeah, exactly. And you can't F6 now, right? Yeah, you know.
Hitting 2 at this point.
If you want, you can use Scrib Ranger to untap to get Survey, but maybe it's a waste of time. No, what is this? They're just hard casting them.
Yeah. We can block that one at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Protection Blue is pretty good there.
Let's attack them. And yeah. Taking a risk here, but I think it's worth it. So it's a fairy.
Draw card.
Yeah. Leo, green, black, blue, this. Path.
Yep.
We are down on clock. Next turn, we cannot.
Yeah, you can block the call.
But I need 3 creatures. Yeah. Okay, so here. Prismatic ending. So white, this, that. On that.
Yep.
Cannot attack. Okay. Actually, we could have attacked with Tamiyo and untapped it with Scrib. Unfortunate.
Yeah. Guys, that's all right. All right. We're very short on time.
Mm-hmm.
You can bounce one of these. I guess, do you want to bounce Tamiyo perhaps? Maybe it doesn't matter. Yeah, maybe bounce Tamiyo here.
I think so.
Probably, yeah.
Good thinking.
Oh, they took both. Okay, okay. Oh, Jorgen is left. Okay. Oh, that's a tough one. Yeah, you need to waste them as well. Oh, this is a nail biter.
Yeah.
So you can consider returning the survey land. I'm not sure if it's worth spending time on, but at least it could give you extra surveys.
I don't think it's worth the time. I think the only thing that would be worth it would be Urion bounce. But yeah, actually,
You're ahead on board anyway now.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just use your advantage here. Hit them for damage and draw cards with Tamio. Oh yeah, also you need to find something for the ghost vacuum, perhaps.
Yeah, that's really the concern at this point, because that just wins outright. They're gonna plow the scrib, I think. So we have to block with Tamio and bounce it.
Yeah.
Crazy game.
Yeah.
Not what we wanted. I think we attack, and then we bounce it, and then we replay it to block the snap.
Yep.
That actually might have been a mistake, come to think of it, because now we can't block with the Tamio.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, that's all right. We have a moral victory. No, maybe we don't. Maybe we don't have a moral victory, but it's yeah.
Two, three, five, six. Yeah, they have 6 lands. Damn.
Yeah.
Hey, Cardi. Biology fact of the day. There is a singular bone in the human body that is connected to any other bone called the hyoid bone. Yeah, at the top of the neck. That is one that I've seen. I think well, they have Bowmaster. We can't. We have to block.
Yeah.
Which does suck.
Yep.
Oh, that's so bad.
Oh yeah. Maybe you need to keep it and block bounce, but
Yeah, I think you're right. I think I'm messing up here pretty big.
yeah, with the stress and not being used to deck, this is yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. It didn't matter.
Yeah, we lose now.
Unless, oh yeah, we lose. Well, it was an exciting game, and yeah, there was room to swing the game, perhaps, but yeah. I should have been more quiet earlier in the game.
Nah, that's okay. I think the Tamio mistake was huge. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah,
that's okay.
Yeah. I saw. Yeah, but if you're not used to the deck, you're not used to playing the cards. That absolutely happens. Like that's for me. When I get pressured, my brain starts making really, really funny mistakes. I think the worst mistake I remember once my opponent. I think it's too complicated. I think I bolted my opponent's Armagorth, and I realized it would grow when Lightning Bolt hit the graveyard, so I surgical their Brainstorm, and then surgical hit the graveyard, so the Gorf didn't change. So that was a bad one.
Yeah.
That was a really bad one.
Yeah, it's like your brain is working, it's just not thinking of the right things. Like the whole picture.
And another one. Yeah. Okay, next game.
I think that's a keep.
Ooh.
I like
Oh,
it.
this is a nice one.
So I think
This looks like Maverick.
yeah, it kind of does.
I mean, green, white, Vial.
What? So there's a lot of lines here. I think because we have Samwise, I'm tempted to hold the fetch and to use the Savannah for Vial first.
Yeah, sounds good. Ooh, the human Vial. No, I thought they were gonna force it.
It looked like it.
Yeah.
I'm like still playing like I have the stress of the clock when I don't, which is something I got to get past. Yeah. I'm wondering if we abundant growth or not. What do you think?
No, I think next turn. Like you can flash in Philia, untap, play abundant growth, attack with Philia. So I would pass.
Okay.
But then you can't. I guess you want to Samwise, right?
I think so. It's tough.
Yeah,
it's like 5 different lines here. You know, that's why I think it's so cool about this deck.
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing, Samwise is there to bring back fetches, so you can establish the mana base. Oh no!
Think about how cool our deck is and how not cool their deck is.
Yeah, that's a consolation prize.
Like we're doing so many cool fucking things here, and they're gonna do that. You know, off of to make it even worse, it's gonna be off of a Animate, I bet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, glorious. Oh, it's Tinfin's version.
Oh, we're dead.
Yeah, but at least you can sort it so they don't. Yeah.
We're like thinking about how we're gonna get like, you know, more mana next turn, and then they do that shit.
We're thinking about how to bring back a fetch land.
Yeah.
For value.
And they're like, draw 14, put a 7/7 into play, you know.
Yeah, well, this is one of the matchups where green white is not perhaps the best, but I mean it's good with endurance and swords, but just not this hand.
Yeah. This is the real moral victory, okay?
Yeah, but you know, they don't see any blue here, so they may be thinking it's like a green-white deck.
That's true. So I think...
On the other hand, yeah?
Speaking of climate change,
sorry, getting a raid here.
Hannibal Buress going to start thinking about some underwear change? Am I right, ladies?
Hey, thank you for the raid. I'm actually level 1. I appreciate it. I've said it once and I'll say it again. I'm starting to believe that your level should be higher than level 1 at this point.
Who killed Hannibal? Who killed Hannibal? Who killed Hannibal?
Thank you. Yeah, so I'm here with Dan. We are playing the list called Most, and we are facing Tinfins, it looks like. Thank you for that raid. And Matt, when I do co-streams the music, it's just too hard to make work. Just too much noise. But yeah, welcome everyone. So yeah, we are game 1 of a really ugly situation.
Yeah. I think the reanimated decks, the few games I've played recently have been pretty even. Like I think I have a mix of wins and losses, so we'll see if we can find some good interaction for game 2. I guess we need to be prepared to mulligan a bit more aggressively in game 2.
Yeah, I think are they really gonna kill me with Tendrils of Agony? Like, is that? I think that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's Shallow Grave and Gorion's Vengeance, so it looks like a Tim Finch to me.
Yeah. I always found that so funny. It's like, if you put a 7/7 into play and draw 14 cards, like, do you really have to go any further? And I guess so.
Yeah. But the nice thing about that is that you can storm out without reanimation as well. I think you can.
Open the
I'm not
door,
sure.
or I'm gonna throw rocks through your windows, you dumb whore.
Thank you for that. Sorry, a little soundbite there. I don't know if you could hear the stream, but it's
Oh yeah, there was something.
yeah,
happening.
yeah. There's this guy, American TV broadcaster guy, Dr. Phil. I'm not sure if you've seen him, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's just something about.
Oh, it was him. Yeah.
It was him. Yeah. There's something about, like, when you say a quote of, like, a really crazy fucking person, but then you say it deadpan, that always kind of gets me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's your bet here? Opponent is lagging. The pizza man came. The baby started crying. What do you think?
Yeah. They must have the win here, right? So yeah, they went. Yeah.
They can't be tanking that hard. Like
They don't have any mana in the. Are they low on mana? Is that the thing? They don't have a ritual?
I mean, my read is so we're looking at Frog and Brainstorm. So my read is, like, whatever it is, it ain't bad. You know? Yeah, I think that's what happened to Dr. Phil. I think you're right, Xerox. There's this, like, selfish part of me that thinks if we go to the sideboard game that maybe they won't get back in 3.5 minutes.
Well, that's one trick.
Yeah, that's one way to do it.
I mean, I was thinking we don't want to show them any blue cards, but they should expect blue cards, I guess.
Well, I don't know. So we showed them the 80 card guy, right? Urian.
Yeah.
And Abundant Growth is really the only giveaway here. So
Oh yeah, Misty, Orion, Abundant Growth. Like, there are 3 cards that could be blue.
So they lost
But
connection.
lost connection. Okay. That's what's happening.
Yeah. Want to give them the chance to get back.
So I was so I was curious. I saw you mention something. I forget where now. Was it in chat or something? Maybe it was in the Maverick Discord. You were talking about your job, data analysis.
Yeah, so I think you said you were doing data science, and yeah, I'm doing data analytics.
Yeah, but it's technically more like data analytics, I think.
I kind of hate the way all the titles, like, start to, like, go together. Like, I've seen job listings for, like, data engineer, data architect, data, you know, and it's like, can you tell me what you actually want me to do, and I'll let you know if I can do it.
Yeah.
It's like, do you need a dashboard?
So
okay, you know.
Yeah. So what kind of company are you working at?
It's a contractor. So DC has a lot of you know, government agencies, like a million. Like, there's, like, Defense Health Agency. There's, like, NOAA, you know, which is, like, National Oceanic and Aerospace. Like, there's U.S. government agencies for, like, everything. FDA, Food and Drug Administration. And then those, like, giant administrations, or sorry, those giant things like Department of Defense, Department of Homeland Security, all of them have things under them. So like, I'll give you an example. Like Health and Human Services has like CDC, and it has NIH under it, and it has FDA under it, and it has like a substance abuse thing under it. So there's like millions of like government dollars being spent on these agencies, and a lot of contracting companies just like, you know,
I can imagine.
get you work for
They don't
them.
have strong IT department, perhaps.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's not too hard to find work if you have the skills, and you didn't get in trouble with the law, you know, or you're like you have bad credit or something, you know.
So how did you get into that field? Why did you start out working?
So believe it or
studying.
not,
you study something?
So I went, got my bachelor's degree in business administration, and I never used the degree until I turned 29.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. I worked as like a personal trainer. I worked in gyms. I worked.
You're really into the gym thing then.
Yeah, that was, I'd say, like the big how do I put it? Like, I won't call it a safety net, but it was like, all right, I could at least feed myself with this kind of line of work.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sorry, chat's being funny. The getting into sales after the gym. My girlfriend moved to the DC area. I moved down there. I was a teacher, actually. I was a math teacher.
Teacher. What were you teaching?
So there are these private schools. So in the U.S., if you could teach at private schools if you don't have a degree. Oh damn, they disconnected.
Oh really? They left.
Oh, sorry, if you don't have like a teaching certificate. I'll finish this and then I'll keep the next lead. So I started out doing that. And that teaching, tell you, I worked with all kids that were like expelled kids in Philadelphia.
Oh, wow.
So imagine, like, you know, Philly's one of the rougher cities in the U.S. And then like I'm working with like all the kids that got kicked out of school. And I'm going so like
you were a PT before you started that, so you were quite buffed. So they were quiet and calm when you were teaching them, I guess.
Believe it or not, no.
No.
That school was nuts, dude. Like, okay. So
I mean, any kids are tough, right? At certain ages, and those kids, I can imagine. I mean, it must have been really tough.
Most of those kids were kids that were like went through serious trauma, like not just like poverty, but like one of my students, his mom was selling her body. You know?
Oh, really? Yeah.
And using drugs. I remember I had to call her one time because her kid, you know, I don't know, fucking did a stupid thing, you know, and I have to call this kid's mom. And she was just out of it. So it's really hard to tell a kid, like, you need to pay attention when, like, at home, he's like, some weeks I'm living with grandmom, some weeks I'm living with mom, my dad's in jail, and I'm like, you know, telling him.
That's such an important job.
Yeah, but it beats the fuck out of you. It was so important, but it paid about $1,000 a week. So roughly $40,000 a year because you don't work in the summer. And like you can live off that, but it's, you know, Philly's not a very cheap city. And I got out of that. So
but I mean they must have, you're very nice, right? They must have loved you there.
Some of the kids, I'd say the biggest issue was like, it's like another thing that's like weird to talk about. they wanted you to physically restrain kids.
Uh-huh.
And everything I've learned in my life is like, don't fucking touch fucking kids. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even being weird.
Yeah,
like, I'm
that's
just saying, like, you know, obviously nothing
Yeah.
fucking like that, but
You
like,
were-
yeah. And like, they were
Yeah.
like, no, at this school, if some kid's beating the fuck out of another kid, you have to intervene, or or like if some kid's like really causing a problem, you're gonna have to physically remove that person from there. And it's like, yeah, I'm a big dude, but like, do I want to put my hands on like a 7th grader who's like has like a shitty fucking home life, and I'm gonna like, dude, it was the most draining fucking thing. So I did that for a few months, but I'm like, no fucking way. I'm gonna work a computer job.
I see. Yeah, that's a tough job, but it sounds like it could be very rewarding as well, but too tough probably.
Yeah, I mean, it's just if they paid me what I get paid now, maybe, but like, I'm not doing that for 40,000 a year,
Oh, of course not. Of course not.
It gets easier as you do it.
You think you'll ever? Yeah, you think you'll ever return to it?
I think coaching is something I really liked. I was a wrestling coach, and I could see doing that.
Yeah.
That was probably the coolest job.
Yeah.
Teaching in the U.S.
Wrestling coach.
Yeah, I was a college wrestler. I did it in high school and everything, and that is a great sport, but usually teachers or coaches, and then you'd have to be, like, it's something. If I have kids, which I plan on having kids, I would like to do, even if it's just like a basketball coach or whatever. Like, I'm not great at basketball, but like I would do that to, especially when they're young. It's more like, take orders and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever use your wrestling skills outside of the wrestling court?
So I did do a Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and that I like.
Cool.
I think this is a keep.
Okay, so let's see. Yeah, looks good. Really nice to have a Vial days.
Yeah.
Leovold Caracas for. There's a lot of fun things here that could mess up the opponent's game plan.
I agree. I think Island Vial.
Yeah.
This deck is really cool, man.
Yeah, it can be fun. Like, I feel it. To me, it feels like playing football when you need to hit the ball on a volley. Like, something comes flying at you, and you have to like not improvise, but you have to do the best you can of the situation, and you don't quite know what the end result is gonna be.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I would say this deck feels like whenever you get a 7, you're looking at 1.5 different decks.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah. Oh, days back. That's nice.
You think we fight over it? Yeah.
Yeah, days. I think it's a pretty clear days back here.
Yeah.
Like, you have the mana advantage here with the violin play, and the question is, if they force it, I'm not sure if I would force back.
Yeah.
Probably not.
That was basic island.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Looks like another Nadu deck, man.
Yeah. That's a bit tough. At least there's interaction here. Caracas Days Force.
Yeah.
But Nadu decks don't usually play Days, or maybe they could certainly do that.
I think we daze that shit.
Yeah. So now they think we're on 4 days.
Yeah. And Daze is a busted card. Cameo. Let's play it.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah.
So probably not Nadu. That's cool. All right. I don't think we fight.
I mean,
what do you
it's
think?
possible. Yeah, it's possible we should have waited. It's possible we should have waited until next turn, but yeah, it felt good to cost it.
Okay. Well, they didn't daze back. Oh, because we floated one. Okay. Yeah. Never mind. And I think you're right. Maybe it was impatient.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I also felt that.
Does this mean Doomsday?
Yeah, maybe it does. Yeah.
Some sort of bug Doomsday deck with the whale?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows, right?
Or green. They have green for Wheel of Summer, perhaps, or
Yeah, I could buy
Wheel of
that.
Summer.
I think I'm gonna play Caracas.
Oh, nice.
And
We have the surprise.
pass. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, this is the most fun thing in Legends, I think. Vial level. No, they have Wasteland.
I think we flash it in.
Yep. Only question is if they Wasteland, if they Wasteland in response.
They don't.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, Vial Caracas level is problematic. It is.
To be
But still,
fair,
it
there's
seems like a
no
bit
way they
over-
could have seen that coming. Like,
No. Yeah. Yeah, surprise.
that's not a slight
Also,
on
what
them.
are they playing?
I guess
But, like,
just
do-
beans.
so- Yeah, beans. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's another tough one. Yeah, the prismatic ending to answer beans, I think, is probably all right.
Thoughtsies?
Yeah, it's all right. I'm not sure what we cut though. And beans with days, that's like they are really adapting to a quick meta game here, playing days in the beans deck.
Yeah, that's true.
So days is a card that could be cut. What else?
You think we cut days?
I don't know. I mean, it's just a nice surprise element, like going from days to spell pierce, and they're gonna play around. They're gonna consider playing around days, but it's nice to have days also if they go turn 2. I don't know. I really don't know. It's just an idea. What else do we have? Like they probably play Euro, right? Do we think they play Euro?
Probably.
Scribranger, maybe cut Scribranger. I really don't know what to cut. Like Scribranger is good against the whale, though. So it's I don't know if it's.
Well,
yeah, I don't
it's
know what
not.
to
It's
play,
good against
what to do.
Murktide, but I don't think it's good against Whale. Because it's Whale is when they attack, right?
No. Yeah, I don't know what to suggest here.
Okay, what do you think about Gilded Drake? Is that a no?
What are you gonna steal?
The Whale?
The whale, perhaps. I mean, yeah, the whale is nice to steal. That's right.
Let's try that. You feel strongly about anything else? I'm happy to just submit.
No, I don't think so. No.
Mighty Whizbit just said, I think sideboard Doomsday. Holy fuck, dude. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's a good guess. That's a really good guess.
It is. Yeah, we just took out the forces, though, man. Like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think
Oh,
we
we'll
keep.
see.
What do you think? Is this too slow?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we'll keep.
No, we don't have very fast. And so.
I like this art, actually. I never noticed it.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
Hey, Clips. Good to see you. Turn one, Mom. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
You think it's just beads? Okay, thank you. Let's consider. Did you consider that?
Why are they playing that? Are they playing it just to trick people? I have no idea.
Yeah, who knows?
I mean, it's not one of the better cantrips, is it?
I mean, it's. I could see Surveil being pretty good because of like, you know, something you want to put in the graveyard. But yeah,
Yeah, Eurocrat
that's a good point. Temporal Mastery, holy shit.
could be. Oh,
I think it's Sam. What do you think?
yeah, sounds good. And then you have, yeah. Then you can consider turn 3 Scrib Ranger, perhaps. Live the Maverick dream.
Yeah, there it is. Historically run whale.
Did you say Maverick or Maverick?
I usually say Maverick, but I think it's all good.
Maverick.
You know, more than one way to say it. They did miss a land drop last turn. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So, we cannot get Underground C. Are we gonna get a Trop or a Bayou here? What do you think?
But you already have it. Yeah, the Bayou probably. You already have a Survey blue-green, right? So I'm not sure, you know, whichever you prefer.
I'll go Bayou.
Yeah.
And hopefully this works.
Oh yeah, we probably get it back. Yeah, we probably get it back next turn.
They do force that. Okay.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's pretty nice. So.
Ooh, that's a good draw.
What did they pitch?
Good question. Brazen Borrower.
Oh.
I like potential Spellseeker here. But
or Scrib Ranger. Like if you get Scrib Ranger now, you're safe from removal for the rest of the game, basically, unless they have a sweeper or something.
Okay. Do that. Oops.
So that's setting us up for a long game with a lot of clicking.
Do we want the Coatl maybe?
Yeah, that's also good.
Let's do that.
But you know, the thing is, if you get Scrib Ranger now, then next turn you can Green Sun Zenith. In 2 turns you can Green Sun Zenith for Nadu, and Nadu Scrib Ranger Mother is pretty good.
We took
but
out
you know,
Scrib
whichever
Ranger.
you prefer, Ice Fang is also good.
We took out Scrib Ranger,
Oh,
so
yeah,
our mind
okay.
is made up.
Oh, yeah.
It's been chosen for us.
Ice Fang is good.
Yeah. Archive Trap. That's what we need.
They're sending messages. I hope they're not too unhappy. Oh, it's from someone else. Okay, it's from someone else.
Yeah. Nah, the opponent hasn't said anything. Our opponents have been quiet today. Okay. That's manageable.
Oh yeah.
I think Plow first, Vial second.
Yep.
Do you think we want another land? I think we do.
Yeah, yeah.
So come to think of it, I hear you on Frog because black is really hard to come by. It's like just Grist and like the Thoughtseize. So maybe Frog is risky even though it's powerful. Like I think you might have to like.
Yeah. Oh, True Name. Wow. Did we bring in Plague in here? I don't think we did.
No, I don't think so.
So we have to race them then, I guess.
We did not. No.
Pagan.
Endurance is not a bad
That's a
way
pretty
to
good.
race it.
So maybe Nadu.
I think that's fine.
Or what else do we have?
It would be Nadu or Leo.
Yeah. The nice thing about Nadu is if they tap out, you can just draw a card with Mother for free.
Yeah.
Leo is also good though, so but whichever you prefer.
I'd say Leo, Nadu, or Eternal Witness.
So Nadu, yeah. So Nadu has flying, right? So you can fly over True Name. So that's an advantage.
Let's do that. Right.
I'm just gonna see if we have. We don't have much to raise them fast. Oh yeah, there's Night of Autumn to draw, to get 4 life. I guess that's one thing.
Yeah, I think we're gonna win the race though.
Yeah.
I think I am gonna tap Mom here, unless you feel strongly otherwise. And
whichever you prefer.
If they play Blackland, I will not. Okay.
This is the best, Mom. Tapping it to draw a card.
Destroy target.
Fungify. Wow.
So we are going to net 2 cards here.
Yeah. And 3 power there. So yeah, that's pretty good. That's not too bad.
Yeah. I think that's fine. Hey, Pasta. Good to see you. So to be fair, this is a deck with Nadu, but it's not a Nadu deck, if you know what I'm saying. A lot of lines here. I think we start with Once Upon a Time.
Yep.
I think we'll do it like this. Well, and then yeah, we're gonna be forced.
They have days, by the way.
True.
Oh, Wasteland's pretty good, right?
Yeah, I'm kicking
Caracas
myself.
is really good too. I don't know what's better.
Kicking myself
Both
for
are
that
good.
choice. Yeah, I think I am gonna do this now, though.
Both are good. So I'm
I'm
I
mad.
think Wasteland is pretty. It may be the best because.
Oh. I forgot that I didn't make a land drop this turn. I thought I did, but we're better lucky than good here.
Yeah.
I think it's Green Sun Zenith.
Green Suns is tempting. Yeah.
Yeah, this deck, I wonder if it's always so tempting to like if there was like a Green Sun Zenith version of Shuko that I would tell you to at least run 1. I don't really like the Bristle card so much.
There is.
It's okay, but
Yeah, I was considering. Sylvan Safekeeper is kind of Shuko. It's not quite, but I mean, it lets you protect your creatures and draw cards with Nadu.
Yeah. Gonna bring this to 3.
And then there is the elf that gives trample, I think, for green.
What do you think about a second Nadu here?
Yeah. Or Leovold, because you're already winning the race here. So if you go for Leovold, you can also just shut down the cantrips.
Okay, let's do that. And I'll play the other Vial here.
Yeah.
So if they have like a theoretical Wrath of God, I know they can't, but if we flashed in this card, then we could like protect all these cards, right?
No, only one. You can only exile one of your own and one of the opponent's.
Oh, okay. So
but you'd probably get Leovold there, and yeah.
I think I'm gonna flash in Endurance now because 3/4 can attack into it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think I'm gonna bring Vial up to 4 and then 5, unless you don't think I should.
No, I would keep Lagrella active because you don't really need. The only thing you need. I mean, it looks like you're winning already, but you know, having active Lagrella can be pretty good.
Oh, I hit no on the first
but
one.
Whichever you prefer.
Okay, shit, my bad.
Like imagine you get Yorion and flicker everything, and then they have consigned to memory, or what's it called? Consigned.
Yeah.
That would be disappointing.
That would be disappointing. Yeah. Oh. Mom spaghetti. Let me paste it in chat for you. Yeah, for some reason the deck list function's not working, and I need a fire stream decker, I think.
Yeah.
So good to see a beta counterspell. It's a pretty good draw.
Ooh, okay.
Did we just keep doing nothing?
Yeah, I think so. I don't see how they can stop you here.
Say no. Attack first.
Yeah, I think I would attack with more, perhaps.
Oh.
Like maybe the 3. Maybe not. It's a bit frustrating to not get more damage through. I guess next turn you're gonna put in the Tamio. And you can also start putting in Lagrella and bouncing it for extra value.
Okay, so do you think I should just do that instead of playing the Sky Nomad?
During opponent's end step, I would put in Lagrella and bounce it.
The Spell Seeker.
But I'm not sure if you should call. Yeah. Maybe the Spellseeker or or the Ice Fang, because you're gonna make the Ice Fang a 3/3. The only thing to consider is like, what if they have this consigned to Oblivion? But I don't think it's that bad if they keep one of your creatures exiled.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you bounce the Lagrella. And maybe also put in Tamio.
Yeah.
It's possible. Never mind. That's good. Oh, they're reading Lagrella, I guess. That's a common pattern.
I mean, can't blame them, right?
No. That's...
Age or Legacy. 0 losses. Nice, okay. What version of blue-black? We'll say yes to the 2. Yes to the 1, no to the 2. No to the 3. Sorry.
Yep.
Mid-range, cool. Alright, let's attack. 3.
Yeah.
Are they dead? 3. I think it's worth it.
Yeah. Let's pressure them. Out of a little bit of boredom, if nothing else.
Yeah.
You can also... never mind. Depending on what they block, you can both Caracas, Mother Rune. I guess you're gonna Lagrella, whatever they block. Oh, wait a second. Now, the thing is... yeah, so they may have a lot of cantrips in their hand. The question is...
Let's do this first, then.
The question is what to go for here.
I'm gonna do this first.
No, wait a second. If you do that... wait a second. If you use the Mother to give Protection Blue, then you can't use Lagrella on it.
They only have blue mana, though.
Yeah. Maybe you want a Lagrella level. I don't know. You choose. It's a complicated one. I don't know.
I think this is fine. Because if they had black mana up, I'd be nervous. But the fact that they only have blue mana up, I think it's fine.
Yeah, and you also have Caracas to bounce it and then Vial it in, so
yeah,
it's pretty safe.
I think so. Cool. Yeah.
Okay, so that was a 3-2, was it?
That was a 3-2. So the games were. Let me just back to that window.
We lost against Nadu, Cephalid Nadu.
Yeah, we lost against Cephalid Nadu and what was the other one?
Was it Tim Finch? Did we lose against Tim Finch?
No, they timed out. They timed out.
Oh, they timed out. Oh, yeah, that was a bit of a lucky win.
We lost against Esper Control.
Yeah, that was a pretty tight game. Yeah, we were 15 seconds behind.
By the way, German Legacy, why no
Okay, so are you gonna...
Oh, go ahead.
There is Tamio in the deck.
No, German Legacy hype is playing UB mid-range with no Tamio. And I was like, I always thought Tamio was going to be in that. But yeah, what were you saying? I'm sorry, Dan.
Yeah, so are you going to consider trying the deck again, or how do you feel about it?
Yeah, so I really like the deck. The first thing I like about the deck is it breaks all the rules in a way. The only 4 of that isn't a fetch land is Swords, because Swords is just that damn good.
Yeah.
And then even
Vial, you gotta play Swords. So
Yeah, like you're just kind of like I have no other way to describe it other than like you're just doing whatever the hell you want, and it's
Yeah,
pretty
so
good.
if there were more vials here, then we would run into dead top decks, I think. So the thing is, the one Bird of Paradise is basically the fourth vial, but you can Green Sun Zenith for Birds of Paradise, but you can't Green Sun Zenith for vials, right? So if you have a mana light hand, you can Green Sun Zenith for Bop, but so that's kind of the trade-off.
A Dryad Arbor is something that you
So like you could,
don't. It's because only adding green mana when you have green mana is like not that important. Is that the main reason why
yeah,
there's no Arbor?
exactly. Yeah, I think it's worth. Like I was considering today that maybe you could even put Dried Arbor in the sideboard and bring it in against combo decks where you want to have 3 mana on turn 2. But I don't think you do want to have 3 mana on turn 2. But like, yeah, green is a bit too restrictive. But Dried Arbor would be really good, so it is something to consider.
Yeah. I'd say the only cards that I think underperformed today would be we didn't Tamio didn't do much.
That's right. Yeah.
And you know, this is a very small sample.
Well, actually, Tamio was on block duty against like what was it? A flying a 5/5. No, what I forget. It was blocking like Murktide or something.
Yeah, that's true.
With Karakas.
It wasn't
so
nothing, but it was
that's pretty good for 1 mana.
Yeah. This creature,
But you're right. I mean, you're right.
And you know, I'm not saying take it out. I'm just saying as far as like you know, Swords clearly was great today.
You're right.
Yeah. Safekeeper,
Yeah, so the thing is here, just to comment. Yeah, the nice thing here is that Marieke can be protected by both Mother and the Sylvan Safekeeper, right? So, and Karakas. So there is a lot of protection, but of course she is high variance. Like, she's often a dead card. But she can also be pitched to both Forces and Solitude. But yeah, she could be another Solitude or Daze or anything.
Yeah.
Or Gila Drake, probably.
Carador asks, why only 2 Force of Wills?
Yeah, so basically, I forget who now. Oh yeah, in the Esper Vial Discord, someone suggested that Force of Will seemed like a liability right now, which I find a bit. I'm not sure if that's actually the case, but it made me drop from. So there are 2 Force of Wills and 1 Force of Negation, and I have 1 Force of Negation just because most of the time against combo decks you want to counter the non-creature spells. Against fair decks you don't really want to force so much. So there's 1 Force of Negation, so you can hard cost it. There are so many flash creatures that you can quite often keep up mana, and maybe you get the opportunity to cast the Force of Negation to counter anything. But you can also use it to stop Force of Life from the Loam. So it's hard castable. It has synergy with the flash creatures, kind of, and it's a Force of Will against combo decks, most of them. So that's why. So there are 3 Force of Wills. Against the Reanimation combo, the 2 Endurances are kind of Force of Wills, so they're kind of like 5 Force of Wills against a Reanimation deck. And then there are 2 Dazes. And in the early turns and with Wasteland, you can often use the Daze kind of like a Force of Will. So you could say that they're like... And so Solitude could be a Force of Will against a creature-based combo deck sometimes. So you kind of have, if you want to count it that way, you kind of have like 8 forces, in that you have 8 0-mana interaction spells. But yeah, I just think that I bought into the suggestion that the meta game is relatively fair, so you want to have more like card advantage and removal pieces, and that's why I like Tamio. Like Tamio flips sometimes, and you can get back a Source to Plowshares from her. So that's kind of the thinking. But like, I would normally play for 3 to 4 Force of Will, so it's a bit of just small adjustments to see what seems to be working.
Yeah, I felt like how do I put it? The 80 cards, you're kind of in that mindset of like, I'm gonna see these cards less than I will otherwise. But I do feel like there's something to like, one, throwing your opponent off, right? Like that Aether Vial in Leovold play was just like bananas. Like that
Yeah.
That was awesome. I
Yeah.
think the Nadu matchup, I do like your Plague Engineers. I think that's like a pretty smart option. That matchup, I don't know what you can have besides red cards or more Thoughtseize to really help you. I don't know.
Yeah, I think 3 Pyroblast and a Taiga in the sideboard is what I'm gonna try next. And I'm not sure what to cut, like 1 Spell Pierce, 1 Blue Elemental Blast. Like the Pyroblast are so good against all the combo decks.
And I'm not sure about this, but
Many combo.
you could also consider 3 Thoughtseize instead of the Spell Pierces to hedge for Nadu.
That's a good point, yeah.
But I also do kind of feel like your deck does well with instants. So like I see why.
Yeah, there's
like,
so many flash creatures. Yeah.
Yeah, I see why you want the Pyro because it just like it fits. Being 5 color, I wonder if you're almost like, see, it's so tough though. Like I could say like, yeah, cut black and like, yeah, you're gonna miss Decay, but then you're also gonna miss Grist, but then you're also gonna miss Leo, and then this cool card. So it's like, I don't know, you know. It's like
I change between red and black splash all the time, so that's the easy swap to make, right? It is.
but is
So
it better?
I forget
like,
why. I think.
Leo was good today, you know. Like
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Like I feel like if I'm playing the red splash over black, then I'm not so happy to have ley lines because I feel like I want to be able to cast the ley lines and not only, if you have turn 1 force for whatever they do, turn 2 swords or something, and you get the Birds of Paradise into play, and you could have turn 3 leyline perhaps. I mean, it's not good, but I don't like leyline without being able to cast it. And I think leyline is really good against all the reanimation decks.
I'm the same way when I play Naya. I try not to play Leyline of the Void, and there are meta games where it's like wheels and black red reanimate tin fins kind of stuff where it's like you have to more or less. But if I don't have to, I try not to.
Yeah, but I think with reanimation, blue black reanimator being one of the most popular decks, I think it's a pretty important card to have.
Yeah. Overall, though,
But the Nadu decks, the Nadu decks, they don't usually play Wasteland, do they?
No, I think there are some bristly bill ones that might. I'm not sure. There's probably like 3 to 4 versions of the deck right now. I think the turbo like old school cephalid with just like a few Nadus, then like Green Sun Zenith, delighted halfling. And I have seen like no force of wills, like green, white, splash blue for Nadu. There's kind of like 3 versions.
Yeah.
And Sullivan, so this is Dan's list here, and Nadu is in the deck mostly for value. This deck kind of has like the War of Attrition, and then eventually like Nadu is not gonna like outright win on its own, but it might steal the game. Protecting your creatures, creating card advantage, and also instilling panic in your opponent. That's another thing. And Philia and stuff like that. Like, yeah, you're not gonna net 16 cards in a turn, but you know, I'd say it's like a value Nadu.
Mother of Runes is really good with Nadu. Like you tap Mother and draw a card.
Yeah, Safekeeper's
And,
okay.
yeah, we discussed. Yeah, maybe cut Safekeeper. Do you think Safekeeper and Mariaki?
I won't say definitely. I would just say in this small sample, these were the I'll call them underperformers, but like, you know, I don't know. Same with once. Once wasn't like great. It wasn't bad, you know. But
Yeah.
I'd say yeah. Just speaking for that small sample size, these were the cards that didn't come up big. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, nice to see you play the deck. Nice to talk to you. Nice to be on stream. I really appreciate you asking me, and it was really fun to get to ask you some questions and see this deck. And I appreciate also the feedback. Like it's, you know, you can drown in decisions when you play this deck, and it's really nice to have some outside perspective. So appreciate that.
Yeah, no, and thanks for staying up late and for making the time. I'm glad we made time to do this, so I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find somebody to raid.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah. A moment here.
Okay, have a nice night, Mark.
Yeah, I'll see you. Bye.
See you.
All right, I'm gonna find somebody to raid here. Not too sure. I'm seeing Magic, but they got like 10.3k people doing that. Gosh, I guess League of Magic probably is who I should raid, huh? Are they watching Worlds as well? Are people just watching Worlds? Is there not a nerd? More? Yeah, not now. I'm drained, but this list was really cool. Otherwise, I would happily play more.
I'm going to jail!
Hey, Mishra, thank you for that. Man, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna raid. Man, I might just raid Caleb because I think he's the only one who's actually playing MTGO. All right, yeah, I'll raid Caleb today. Ewit was actually pretty good today. Just another Green Sun Zenith target that was really good with like Force of Will, Force of Negation, and Samwise getting that back in. Also, our Urion got like countered and we got it back. And then they thought seized it later. But it was still really gnarly. Yeah, I like it in this list. I don't think I could possibly run it in Saga Maverick, but I think it's better here than it is in Saga Maverick. I'm not seeing any small streamers, so I'm just gonna raid Caleb D. Yeah, great seeing everybody. Good luck, Sullivan, with your list. Yeah, it's just definitely an unusual deck, and it's a work of passion for my buddy Dan. He's been working on this list for a while, and I gotta tell you, it was a ball to play. So, you know, I think it's cool to see where this list has landed too, because he's been working on it for so long, and you know, you are trying to fit 3 different decks into one. But yeah, you know, like if you're in the try hard mode, you know, do some frog stuff is probably the right thing to do. But this list is really cool. It's competitive. And it played yeah. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's better. You know, you just get rid of the black for red, or if you just go further into black and ditch some of the green stuff, maybe. And just play some frog. But yeah, because like, you know, it's hard to play Green Sun Zenith and Aether Vial. This is like the only list I've ever seen doing that. But yeah, great seeing everybody. Thank you for that raid earlier. I really appreciate it. I think you're long gone. And enjoy some cube with Caleb D. Yeah.